Somebody throw Nephis a line.
Overboard.
I pulled your ass out
He's
of a well.
the sailor. He's fine. He can just swim.
I pulled his ass out of a well last week, and now he's
bad
out.
luck for sailors to know how to swim.
Okay, let me get.
To kill a seabird.
It's bad luck for a sailor to know how to swim because it's inviting the ship to sink or something like that.
Dude, I just caught this weird bird. I think they called it an albatross. It's really tasty.
Yeah. Damn, this shit's gloopy.
It is.
We're like on a canoe.
Is someone paddling or something?
Right.
What's going on?
It's like we're back in the swamp and there's black gloop everywhere.
Back gloop.
Back gloop. No, dude, don't touch my back gloop. I need that.
Peter, you got stuck in the gloop.
Peter's freaking shield touches it, just everything catches fire.
Peter's not actually
All
at the
of it.
monastery. He's stuck in the gloop still.
Where is Peter? Let's ping him.
Stuck in
He's
quicksand.
Let's ping him 3
Peter.
times just to make sure.
Make an enemy today.
He's glooping the yoinky.
Oh.
One bad dookie, dee. How the
Oh no, he did it.
God damn it,
Of
Vin.
course he did it.
This will end
Absolute
poorly.
madman. This is the bard
Maybe
we
he
know.
doesn't know that we're playing. What? I'm being nice.
Yeah.
I fucking pinged 30 minutes ago.
works. He's at work right now.
I work too. I'm not at work though.
Yeah. He works until 9 p.m.
Damn.
Vincent?
That sucks.
Then why did he set up a 7 p.m. fucking D&D session?
This is not worth my effort to repeatedly explain.
Sorry.
Sometimes shit just happen.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling rambunctious. I have a spicy burger.
Oh, I thought it was because you were still Carlos's hat. I just looked over and
doesn't he have,
realized
like
this.
a schedule that changes every fucking week. That's why you guys fucking never know anything that's going on.
No, I think he has like a set schedule now.
Oh,
Told, what's his face, Devon, that earlier. So,
I just never know anything. That's why I pretend my character does.
hell yeah. Power trip.
Power fantasy.
Typical.
Yeah.
Gamer power man.
now let's get the fucking assistant
Oh, no.
DM off of squad too.
Fucking
I'll ping him through. Oh, never
Devin.
mind. He's not in the channel anymore.
Devon fell down the well again.
No.
Oh.
We're in a valley. Can't you hear
Yes.
your voice echo across the valley?
Thought we were in a river.
There could be rivers and valleys, dumbass.
I'm
Yes,
not
Devon's-
targeting
it
anyone.
looked like there was.
Devon's stuck in the big wheel of the riverboat. He's the little hamster in the center. That's how we're paying our key.
He stops
Running.
ground.
Oh, now it's really quiet. That paddling was really loud.
It'll probably get louder here in a minute.
Nah, I'm gonna turn it up 100%.
Why stop there? Why not 150?
Why not 200?
There you go. Really get into it.
What?
Okay, the time is 7:03.
It's be 7:04 in 10 seconds, though. Oh, wait.
Amazing.
10? What is the time?
What?
What time is it?
6:04
What
Yeah.
time zone are we in?
Time for you to get a watch.
Central.
I live in my house.
Are we working out the Filipino time schedule?
If we
104.
were, then
Yes.
fucking
Show up an
7
hour late,
hours.
pay attention for 10
Good morning,
minutes, and then
everybody.
zone out
Welcome
for
to
the other 2
stream.
hours.
Time is currently
What?
7:04 a.m. Good morning, everyone.
If we were in Filipino time zone, maybe Val would actually do something with us.
No.
No.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm afraid of him becoming a wizard, though.
Val will not play D&D with us.
he's just really mad because I teased him with Wargame and Man of War and then never played with him.
Aw. How could you do that?
A taste of his
I
own
know,
medicine.
it's evil.
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
do you all remember where we left off?
We're on the ferry.
We're
Yeah,
on the
we're
ferry
on the
going north.
ferry, and fucking
I'm on the
Isaac
lookout.
yeah, he's on the lookout for what is Pet Rock or
The
something? I don't know.
Jabberwock.
I'm on the lookout for the Jabberwock because apparently I can't miss it.
Can't
And then
miss it.
Devon's being the happy little hamster.
I be hoisting the sails.
It's true, you can't
Go,
miss it.
Nephis, go!
I'm playing music. This is the music I'm playing.
I'm eating food.
Nephis would be very happy. He'd have a grin on his face.
He would have
Okay.
a grin on his face.
He would have a grin on his face. He'd be happy.
I can't remember if you had spotted the thing yet, or if
We had
left
not.
left off before that happened.
We never
Okay.
did any spotting.
We basically ended when the moment we left.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will take, I think, about 2 days. 2 days to travel up the river to the next city of Cools. Or Cool. And then after that, you'll be stopping off to try and find some goods to bring to Vales to help pay the bargeman's way. With that in mind, the first day of sailing goes quite smoothly, as the day is quite a lovely one. The water itself is pretty nice. There's a good breeze that's helping you on your way, and with Nephis lending assistance and tutorage where he can, the boat functions quite smoothly with its new crew. Oh. How intently are you watching the shorelines for this Jabberwock?
I don't care.
I'm looking for obstructions.
I
like
expected as
rocks
much. Okay, you're
or
just helping.
logs.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
pretty
not
much the
a
primary
narrow
thing I'm going to be
river. Don't
doing
think
while
of
we're
this as,
traveling.
like... Okay, yeah. Don't think of this as like a river you would canoe down. This is... To call it a river is much like calling an elephant a horse. Like it's... Yeah, it's got 4 legs, and it's got a head
What?
and a tail, but it's fucking huge.
So just a
Okay.
large river.
It's a
It may
really,
have
really
4
big
legs, but
river.
it's huge.
Fuck you. Just
We
trying
talking like Mississippi?
to... Okay.
I think they call that a big river.
Like the Nile or the Mississippi, stuff like that. Just massive,
Wow.
huge rivers.
St. Lawrence.
Big ass fucking river. Alright, so we're gonna. If I see something, I'm gonna have to get a fucking rowboat.
I know Canadian
fucking
rivers,
sweat.
More for the
Chris.
sake of, you don't need to worry about like a log in the middle of the.
How many feet is it wide?
Not
Enough.
enough for us to jump. If the boat's big enough, I could technically jump 19 feet.
So
but,
it's a very gentle
whoops.
flow then, if it's a very... Oh.
Yeah.
Very,
Hey.
very wide river?
Yeah.
It's a lazy river?
Depends on what parts of the river you're in. Current changes from spot to spot.
Generally speaking.
Generally speaking, the center of the river where you guys are floating down is got a good solid current, and you're making good headway.
You said we were going up the river.
Oh man.
We're making good headway.
Yeah, it'll make me.
Yes.
I
You're
guess it'd
right.
be
You're
better
right,
for us to be
Seeker.
towards the
I'm
coast
gonna
then.
change my answer entirely. You are not traveling very fast at all, and it'll take you extra long.
Okay.
Oh,
Outstanding.
As expected.
No.
good thing I have all
fine,
this
the
dried
current
meat.
doesn't make the current doesn't affect this boat very much due to the fact that the boat has sails and shit. Like, you're not rowing it, so the current doesn't make much of an effect on the boat itself. It is the current of the river. Yeah, it's pretty good. You guys are making good headway. There's a nice breeze. It's a good day. There's not a whole lot of choppiness on the water. Like, all the factors that would affect the functioning of this boat are all positive.
I understand the river even less now.
Wow, this is all going really great. I hope something horrible doesn't happen and totally divert what we're doing.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
here is the D100 for a roll random event.
Oh hell.
No.
Go ahead and roll that if you want. Otherwise, the day passes smoothly.
I
In
mean,
fact,
do you guys
the
wanna
boat
roll
on
it?
The water continue
Wow.
sailing through the night.
You're the one that's watching over the side. You can roll it. That's fine.
Wouldn't that be something the DM does? I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
mean,
DM's
he asked us
approved
to
it
roll it.
from.
Before, so. $81.
81. Okay, it's towards evening. And Nephis, with your amazing perception, and anybody else who'd like to be watching the waters, which you will now roll a perception.
Anton is likely not watching the water at the moment.
I mean, I'd be looking around for inspiration, but
I'm
not for anything
staring
in
at the water. 'cause
particular.
there's
I
not-
mean, I'll roll because I'm keeping an eye on the river sides and just in general.
I was staring at the water blankly and I roll a 20.
You spotted a fish.
The biggest fish.
God.
Yar.
Virgin be big here.
It's fish. They're
Oh my
very
God.
massive fish that are
Oh.
swimming upstream
Oh.
past you, same direction of
I
travel.
am not rolling well
There's
right
a
now.
Massive. Okay, everybody except for Chill sees them. But they
Look.
are
In the water.
at least 2 or 3 times the size of an average person. They're about like 10
Yeah.
times the size of
Oh my.
Ludwig, because he's fucking tiny. They are
Fucking
massive
run to the
fish
captain.
swimming upstream. Okay. Captain is steering his ship.
Level
we have any
5
nets or-
giant fish do.
Do we have any nets or fishing poles?
The captain directs you to his cabin where he has a couple old fishing poles that he uses
Ah.
when he's sailing.
I'm just gonna grab them.
Okay.
I'll take 2, and I'm gonna run back up to the front of the boat. Who's nearby?
All right.
Who's?
I'm
near
staring
the
at the
front of
fish.
the boat, 100%.
I
I
will
am-
give you a fishing rod.
Oh, I've never
Thoroughly
fished
inspecting.
before. Will you teach me, Mr. Nephis?
Oh, how many fishing rods
Oh.
were there, Chris?
What an exciting proposal.
Did you say you grabbed all of them or grabbed 2 of them?
I would have grabbed 2 of them, but if there was more people around, I might actually do a few trips.
There are 4 fishing rods total. There's the 2 in your hands, and then 2 more in the cabin.
Okay.
Wait,
I'll give.
we're gonna get like pulled off the boat because these fish are fucking massive.
I got this. Isaac's a strong boy.
All right.
I think Anton would simply just watch for right now.
I'll just start distributing them. I'll give whoever's next, and then I'll go grab the other 2 and bring them back. So who all's out watching? It's Khutula, Chill.
I'm near the front of the boat. I take a
Vin.
fishing pole.
Yeah, you have one.
I also want to take a fishing pole.
So Khutula and then Isaac. And then I'll have one, since Anton, you said you didn't want to.
He's watching.
I wasn't nearby necessarily, though I probably realize you guys are getting fishing poles, so I'm just starting to catch up with pretty much what's going on. So,
Dude, I cannot use this. If I get a bite, I am getting pulled right in, and I am the food. I'm too small for this.
Use your magic to catch the fish.
I cast Magic Missile.
Oh.
Fish
best
explodes.
best experience ever.
No.
No.
Hey, look, he
Okay,
just
do
floats
it.
right up to the top.
We just got a free bucket of
How
chum,
do
lads.
we fish?
Probably survival? Or nature? I don't know. I would say survival. I don't know nothing.
I would say survival too.
How would we? Okay. Teach
I will
me,
sling
Mr.
my
Nephis.
rod.
I can't wait for this to be the next hour of our session.
Following Nephis's form, I cast my line.
Oh,
Oh hell
that is
yeah!
What are we rolling? Survival?
yeah.
Survival.
So is
Survival if you want to try and catch a fish.
Khutula
I'm gonna try
not
and
gonna
catch a fish.
try?
I roll a 20.
I'm weak as shit. I'm not gonna try.
My
All right.
result is a 20.
Carlos takes Cthulhu's fishing rod.
I
Don't
pass the
think-
fishing rod.
Anton, if anything, could help with picking up any of the fish if they're a bit too much.
That is a 12 for me because I only roll a goddamn 4.
Ah,
I rolled an 8 with modifiers.
Wow, Vin's a fucking natural.
Okay. Wow. All right, Vinshenzo roll strength, and
Uh-oh.
that's it. Yeah, Vinshenzo roll strength,
uh-oh.
specifically a strength saving throw.
Strength
I think it's
saving
just straight
throw.
12.
No, I get 13
Oh, do you?
because of expertise.
Are you proficient
Or
in strength?
jack of all trades. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I get half of my proficiency to any check.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Not bad.
Which of these
That's a solid roll.
Which of these dice rolls is yours? The 12 or the 20?
I'll take the
The 12.
20.
The 20 is mine from a while ago. That's when I saw the fish.
I got
I'm moving it.
13, as I've said.
Okay, you are barely able to. You're able to keep hold of the rod, but you start sliding. You almost slide overboard, but you're able to catch yourself on the railing just in time.
Mr. Nephis,
But you are being
I've
pulled
got one.
quite strongly into the water.
Come here quickly, Mr. Nephis. Help me.
I'm gonna usher to Isaac. Come on, quick! And then I'm gonna get on one side of Vinshenzo.
Yeah,
Help him with.
I'll help him as well.
I don't think there's any way Anton can help, is there?
Or you're
It's up to
strong.
You, if there's a way you think you can help.
I
You're
mean,
proficient in strength, aren't you?
I am, but Nephis
you go.
and Isaac are on both sides of him. Like I'd be like pulling at his back or
Okay,
something
so you don't
stupid like
help.
that.
Why
Hell
not?
Yeah.
Grab his belt. Grab his fucking belt.
Hug him like he's.
Embrace him from behind.
Oh my god.
Okay, he said he's not doing it. I have the help of Isaac and Nephis. Do I roll again?
Yes, with advantage this time.
Okay, my first roll is a 2.
We got it.
Come on, come on, come on.
My
Ah!
second roll is a
God.
3. Or
Wow.
3 and 4, rather, were my rolls. If they were the strength rolls.
So the line slackens for a moment, and thinking that you have the fish, you begin to pull with your friends, and then all of a sudden the line goes taut, and the three of you go flying into the water.
Oh shit.
You
Wow.
lose the fishing rod, and the fish itself disappears. Unfortunately, the current is taking you now in the opposite direction of the boat.
I'm watching.
Fucking okay.
I'm having
Carlos
fun.
would fucking. Carlos would try to find some rope and fucking just hurl it over the
We
side.
have rope.
I
on our
have rope.
persons.
What's a
Yeah, I
thrill?
have rope.
Take his rope and he'd throw it back there and try to reach the
Grab
people that
on.
are being swept away.
Okay.
How strong is the current? Can I just swim through it?
We don't know.
You can
Just-
you can roll me an athletics check to see how good you are at swimming against the current to this river.
roll something as
22. 12 plus 10.
Yeah, you're able to make it. You make it to the boat, and you grab the trailing rope.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I didn't even think that would be a possibility.
Bye, Devon.
I've got rope as well. I'd like to cast some rope out unless Carlos wants to use my rope to extend the length of it.
I rolled a 4 in athletics.
Yeah, I have
Ooh.
fucking Anton tie his rope to the end of my rope so that we
What
can
is
extend
this
it
roll
further.
for?
if
Is
we
it
need to.
to catch up to the boat or to, like, tread water?
To reach
No,
the
you-
line that I threw.
I'm assuming that you guys can generally swim. This is swimming against the current to the boat.
Okay. Well,
Unless
seeing
you
Nephis struggling to
very
keep up,
much
I
can't
stay
swim.
behind with him.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Do they get some kind of advantage since we threw rope to them?
Well,
That-
they got it.
That'll help.
They roll 2 3s. I mean,
I didn't roll anything.
How far
not
behind
really
are
able
they?
to-
Can we just
Oh, I
tie
thought
together
you-
the rope? All of
Well,
our
they're
ropes,
getting
and I
farther
swim
and
back
farther
to them?
away. Longer it takes, the farther away they get. So if Vinshenzo's trying to swim or not, it sounds like Nephis is having trouble from.
I run
You
to
rolled a
alert
3.
the captain.
What happened?
He stays above water. He just can't get to the boat.
I stay
How
with
many
him.
feet are they away from the
It's
boat?
a strong current. They are getting farther the longer this takes.
So Khutula
They
runs
are
up to the
actively going down
captain,
the stream.
and
This is a.
Carlos and Anton have 100 feet of rope.
Yeah, the rope is sailing down with them. It's attached to the boat. It's not like it's in the water. It's not like it's just fucking.
Right.
floating.
Okay,
Like,
what
if they can
people
get
are
to the rope, it'll be
asking,
great.
does
But
rope count as a help action?
no,
Okay.
the rope does not in any way give them the ability to swim better. It just gives them something closer to swim to.
Okay, so it
Which
just
is
gives
good.
them more time to save themselves so they can do more rolls or like not being able
Yes.
to reach the boat. I guess that's something.
Yeah, just how Isaac didn't climb onto the boat. He swam to the boat and grabbed the rope. He is safe.
Okay.
Well, safe enough.
Well, if you can
He's
make
gotta pull himself onto
the rope long enough, I can swim back to them and help them.
You're
I shout from 100 feet away, not knowing if you can hear me.
Nephis,
I can't hear
and
you.
Vinshenzo, roll me another athletics check.
Okay.
Carlos calls out that they need more rope.
I roll, 15.
Anton quickly goes looking for more rope.
Vinshenzo, you are able to get a hand on the rope, and Nephis, you are in control of yourself now, and you're able to stay above the water and fight the current. Whether it's due to just blind splashing and good luck, or maybe you actually managed to figure out how to keep above the waves, whatever it is, but you're able to keep control of yourself.
So he's still not on the rope. He's treading water still.
He is stabilized himself, and he's starting to fight against the current. He hasn't made any real progress, but you have one hand on the rope. You managed to get into contact.
I reach out
the end of the
and
rope.
help
You're about 2/3
Nephis,
of the way down the river.
extending the rope further. Is there enough
Nephis,
slack
give
in
me
the
one more
rope to
athletics
swim
check.
to Nephis?
Not really, no.
I reach my arm out, attempting to help. Does he have advantage now?
Once again, Nephis, roll me another athletics check for swimming.
Okay. A 12.
Another 12. Okay, you were able to grab onto Vinshenzo's hand.
Ah! I've got your hand, Vinshenzo.
They're all on the rope. I'll need some help to pull them in.
Anton, hearing this, rushes back to Carlos to try and help him.
A rope.
Oh, while they're doing that, I'm just gonna climb the rope. Or drag myself along the rope.
Alright.
You just got back
Well,
into the water.
you're basically like... No, you were floating right next to the hull, Isaac. And you can definitely, on your own accord and leisure, get yourself back onto the boat.
In that case, I'm gonna assist with pulling the
earlier,
rope.
the rope's been tied off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do me a the amount of people pulling on the rope, and I assume Nephis and Vinshenzo are either crawling their way up the rope or just passively waiting for it to be back. You're able to eventually get close enough to the boat that your friends are able to, either able to pull you aboard or you're able to climb aboard yourselves. You climb up out of the water onto the barge.
Are you three all right?
What a thrill that was, Mr. Nephis.
Alright, now let's do that again.
Did you see the size of it?
But this time actually get the fish.
You three nearly drowned. Are you mad? The fish are probably gone by now anyway.
The current is strong, but
No, they're still swimming.
Oh, well.
I'll grab the fishing rod I left.
How
And try
exciting
again.
that was.
here you can try. Here, use mine, Vin.
Alright, let's fucking go.
They're far more efficient than us.
If these guys are gonna
12
are they
plus
going
8,
to
20.
I roll
shit.
a 8.
This is better
If
judgment.
it's a
Carlos also
survival
used
check.
fishing.
Why don't we have people
Oh,
helping? Help me!
I don't wanna.
Chill is able to land a bite. Roll me a strength saving throw.
$15.
15. All right. You feel the line buck and pull, and you're able to square yourself off well enough that even though you're getting jerked around, you don't get pulled off the boat or sent flying in any hazardous way.
Nice.
Carlos would move to help Isaac.
Yeah. Okay. Try and reel this bastard in and do another.
Oh.
Sorry, idea, Anton.
Yeah, is this will this be athletics or what?
No, this is just pure. You're just pulling on this fucking thing. It's pure strength, and you can roll.
Does he
with
have advantage now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Just a reminder: the concept of helping an advantage is if you're able to help. Actually,
18 plus
so for instance, helping him
4.
pull a fishing rod, that works, but you can't really help somebody swim unless you're actively there helping him swim.
If you throw a rope in the river.
22.
Really a reminder.
I appreciate that
Throwing a
the
rope
one
does
that is the
not
cursed
help
one.
somebody do the
is a
butterfly.
2.
Yeah, well, that's why it's the cursed one. The last 3 rolls I made with it have been 1, 1, and 2.
Destroy it.
Eat it.
You're able to start reeling in the fish, and you can see it now. As it fights you, you've been able to pull against it well enough, and you think you feel it weakening. You can see the glint of its rainbow scales on the glittering in the sunlight. That is just dipping below the horizon. Roll me one last one.
Again with advantage.
I'm still helping.
Unless Carlos has decided to stop.
Carlos just walks away.
I see it. It's done. Wow.
23.
With a mighty heave, you and Carlos both pull together, and you send the fish flying up onto the deck. The effort of which sends you both flying onto your backs as well. You've managed to land the fish, but it is still very much alive, and it is flopping around. It begins to smash into some of the crates, and it startles the 2 horses that are on the deck with your wagon.
Anton, probably having gotten back, would try to calm them down.
I try to grapple the fish.
I walk up to the fish and I kick it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Restrain it with some
Okay.
fucking rope.
Vincenzo's grappling the fish. He said that first, so I'm making
Yes.
that happen first.
And then
you
I kick
grapple
it
with
after.
Disadvantage.
I grapple with disadvantage.
Yes, it's a slippery fish.
Okay. I rolled. Well, what check is it?
It would
It's a grapple, so it's your athletics.
Or acrobatics?
I believe that's the rule for grappling.
Yes.
Okay.
And then to maintain it, you need to do acrobatics. Or sorry,
Okay.
fucking
Or athletics.
Athletics. Sorry, I mean.
If I can use acrobatics, it would be sorry, it would be 8 plus 7, so 15.
Okay. 15.
That's my lowest value.
That was your lowest roll?
It was based off a 7. My other roll was a 13.
Yep.
You can trust
the
me,
fish
Chris.
gets- Wow, the fish gets a nat 1, so
Hell yeah!
you're able to.
I hoist
Despite-
the fish over my
despite its-
head. What a show!
No. You don't hoist the fish over your head.
Okay.
You're able to
He's
get a
huge.
couple handholds. You have a good grip on the damn thing. Unfortunately, it's like 3 times the size of you. So what you've effectively done is grabbed onto a bucking bull, except it's a fucking fish. So now
What
the
a
fish is
show!
flopping around on the deck with Vinshenzo attached.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Have you not heard the size? It is 3 times the size of a man.
But,
You have successfully
did I
attached yourself to
successfully
it
grapple
like the
it?
barnacle of a fucking.
Okay.
Yes, you've successfully grabbed hold of the fish. The fish, you are attached to it like a barnacle
How
on the
is
fucking
fish
asshole of a
writhing
whale.
around and carrying me with it a successful grapple?
You got a hold of it?
You grappled it, but it's bigger than me.
Technically, you have to do another roll
grappled
to
it,
restrain
but
it
it's
once
bigger
you've
than you.
grappled it.
Okay.
I'm still
No,
gonna
it's-
kick it.
Like 3 times the fucking size of him. How's he gonna stop it bucking? He wanted to do it. I let him do it.
How did we get it
Because
aboard?
you rolled really good.
I still
Because
wanna
I am
kick it.
strong.
With a fishing pole.
I am strong.
Saying,
Fucking fishing pole.
fishing pole would fucking break.
Strong fishing pole, I guess.
It's a good fishing pole. He also
Alright,
travels these
steel
waters all the
wire.
time.
He travels the water, so he's able to change the molecular fucking bonding of this pole.
Oh, dude, I still have a net from the fucking Coliseum.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I
She
had a net
does.
from the
How
fucking
big is the
Coliseum.
net, though?
I don't know. That depends on how big their nets were.
Khutula just
Okay.
The nets were good enough to
Has to be
cover
bigger
a
than-
medium-sized creature. The fish is a large creature.
Oh.
Is Khutula just gonna like throw the net over the fish and Vin
fish
and
is
just
I'm just gonna capture Vin. Alright, well, I'm gonna kick the fish in the head.
I can just
Okay, kick it.
envision.
Do it.
I'm gonna grapple the fish as well.
Oh.
Oh wow, she did surprisingly well.
future-
Well, Khutula's been
reference.
waiting to kick it for a while.
The
After
the grappling action you have to roll with athletics. The defense can be athletics or
Chris
acrobatics.
said no, so I'm not doing that.
And I kick it wicked.
at an
kick
18.
it.
I got an
Plus
18.
modifiers.
I mean, that would be strength or dexterity.
What are you doing? You're kicking it in the head as an attack.
I am kicking it in the
Yeah.
head.
It's a
That's an
melee
unarmed
attack.
strike. It's 1
Unarmed
damage plus
melee.
strength modifier if you hit.
But how,
I get
what-
1
are you
damage
are
minus
you
1.
You're always proficient with your fists and shit, by the way. So
I get 2 damage. Or, well, 3 maybe. Because it's 1 damage plus my proficiency minus 1. So I get 2 damage. I kick the fish.
Very pro.
Okay.
attack.
Congratulations, you have kicked a very large fish.
I feel satisfied with life.
restrain it with some fucking rope.
Alright, I start.
The fish continues to flip and flop around.
After kicking it-
it seems to be losing a little bit of steam.
After kicking it, I start pulling out the rope from my explorer's pack and I start tying it down on either side of the fish.
What did Nephis
And I
do?
instruct others to do the same at other parts of the fish.
I rolled
Yeah,
13
I
to
do.
grapple it.
I do that.
Okay. 13 to grapple. Let me resolve one thing at a time. What did you get? Sorry? 13 to grapple?
13 to grapple.
Okay, were you rolling with disadvantage?
No, I was not, but I will now.
Okay. The reason you're
Wow.
rolling at disadvantage is because it's a
13.
slippery, slimy fish that is...
13 was the lowest.
That has a drow attached to it.
Yes. You are also able to attach yourself to this gigantic fish.
Well,
Has
you know,
their combined mass managed to slow it down at all?
Yes, it is starting to have difficulty. However, its writhing and smashing has
How fucking
broken
big
2
is this
crates, and it's
fish?
Didn't you say like 18 feet?
It is a large-sized creature, times the length of a man. I've said this at least 4 times now.
Yeah, it's pretty vague, but
Not when we
Yeah, 3
initially
times.
saw them, but whatever.
then
Yes, initially when you saw them, I said that as well.
Okay.
I've said that every single time. The question about the size of the fish, I have had a consistent answer.
Okay.
And if you're not careful, you're gonna go from a drow to a drown.
Hell yeah.
So it must be 10
All right.
feet.
So grapples are resolved. I wish to start tying ropes down on either side of the fish, and I instruct others to assist me.
Al,
Yeah,
Carlos will help.
doing that.
Okay. Once again, as the fish is not quite riding as bad, but it is starting to cause damage to the boat, and it buckles one of the railings. If it is not caught soon, it might break the railing and, you know, be free with cargo attached.
Not
Our
again.
ride won't be so free then.
Oh.
Okay, you've tied ropes. Nephis and Vinshenzo, can you please roll me your grapple at disadvantage to try and continue holding on to the fish? This is when, I believe, for maintaining the grapple, you can use whatever you want as well. But I will double check because
It is athletics.
Double checking.
only.
The rules say you make it with athletics, and the defender can use athletics or acrobatics.
Anyhow,
I
I
rolled
get
an
a
8.
3.
an 8 and a 3. Okay. And to escape.
Who isn't
Fish is
occupied right now?
going to-
Isaac? Yeah, well, he was
No,
helping with
I'm
the ropes, right?
I'm assisting with the ropes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, who got the 3?
I did.
Okay, you get bucked off. But somehow Vinshenzo was able to keep
His
holding
big ol'
on.
Lanky arms.
Alright, I fucking. With the ropes that were now attached to the fish, I instruct Isaac to help me start pulling it away from the railing.
Is me grappling it doing anything, or is there like any?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it be
Right.
better for me to
There's a
try and grapple it?
noticeable-
No. Pull the ropes.
However,
Yeah,
Nephis falling off seems to have lent strength to this creature's thrashing as it feels as though it's closer to freedom due to the fact that it's shaken off at least one of the
Alright.
things attacking it,
All right,
picking up intensity again.
I draw a dagger and I attempt to thrust it into the brain. The
Okay,
fish head.
roll your attack.
I get a 17. Yes, 17.
Hell,
Roll your damage.
Right. Your attack bonus from the dagger, though.
Yeah, that makes it a 17 plus 1 dexterity. I rolled a 16.
Proficiency.
Hey, I'm not.
yeah, it's
oh,
a
am I
simple weapon,
proficient?
so you're proficient
Oh,
with
okay. All right,
Okay,
then
it's
it's
plus 4.
either way, I hit it.
Yeah. Future reference.
I get a 3.
Okay. As you try and plunge your dagger into the fish's head, it thrashes just enough to move out of the way in time, and instead of plunging it right into the fish's skull, you graze it, cutting along the side of the scales and nicking it, drawing blood. The fish
I get
continues
off
to
the
thrash. Who's doing the rope things?
It's Isaac and Carlos.
And
Okay.
oh yeah, Khutula stopped.
I get off the fish immediately after seeing blood.
Okay. Both of the rope people roll strength saving throws to try and restrain this fish with your ropes.
Depending on how they roll, I'm going to also begin to.
11.
17.
Okay. Both of you are able to pull the ropes taut and keep the fish down, although Isaac has more trouble than Carlos. Maybe it's because you're at the end that's thrashing the most, however you want to describe your difficulties, but you're getting tossed around. It's a lot more of a fight for you.
I begin to help with the ropes as well.
Which person are you helping?
Is there no like extra like way to like?
I mean,
As far as I understood, there was like 2 ropes that are going. Here's how I visualizing it, because I'm not quite 100% sure on how this was set up, but as far as I can tell, basically Khutula tied ropes to like the side of the boat, threw them over the fish, and then you're holding the fish down, basically like an improvised net or an improvised something restraining the fish. So as
Well, not
in
seeing
my
the,
in my
extra
understanding of it,
point of helping, then I'm going to rush to grab a sword or just pull one off of me, and then I'm going to go to the front of the fish and trying to replicate what Khutula was trying to do and thrust my sword into the fish's.
Damaging the trophy.
Who cares
Yes.
about trophy?
I do.
That
It was
is
a glorious catch.
I was just going to
23.
throw it back.
that's pretty good. Roll your damage.
copy that. And it's not at full health, so I will do a. Okay. That is 8 damage.
Cover up the dice.
Expertly, with the knowledge that you have obtained through your great career of sailing and fishing and combination of the two, expertly stab your sword down in, plunging with minimal effort straight into the skull of the fish, piercing its brain, and its thrashing reduces more to muscle spasms as the creature's death throes quickly wear out, especially helped by the restraining ropes of Isaac and Carlos. The fish is dead. The old man, the old bargeman, informs you that this
I did not ask
is
him.
what is known. Oh, well then fucking roll nature.
Copy that.
Not bad.
That is +1, so that is a 17.
This is known as a rainbow ridgeback trout.
Oh my. Okay.
They usually dwell in the deep sea, and they only come inland to a select few river deltas to reproduce, and then they return back to the deep seas.
Is this one spawning? Is it a female or a male?
This one is a female.
Oh.
Well, it ain't returning anywhere no more.
Yummy caviar.
Caviar the size of a Honda Civic.
Oh,
Size of fucking oranges.
all right. Well, now that that's over, what are we gonna do with it?
Eat it, of course.
Are the horses calmed?
Yeah, you've spent your entire time trying to calm them down, and you
Okay.
managed to get them calm.
Thank you.
Damn.
I would like to appraise the fish to see how much it would cost if we were to sell it.
Now you're talking.
Okay. So you know a bunch about the fish. I'm gonna get you to roll another. Are you gonna take your time with this,
Yeah.
What else
Like,
is
as
he
I'm,
gonna
like-
do?
or are you just giving it like the once over?
No, I would be doing this as I like filleted it and stuff. I'd be like sectioning it, or begin to at least.
Yeah. Well, depending on how much time you want to take processing this fish would depend on how many different things you can sell. You know, if you're just looking for selling the meat and the scales versus processing like the fat into oil and, you know, rendering down the bones into various products and stuff, you can probably make a decent haul. The meat itself is probably going to fetch you at least 2 or 3 gold pieces, depending on what kind of buyers you can find. As well, the fish oil is really good for tonics and medicines. So if you can get yourself the right person to buy it, that might be a good handful of silver pieces right there. A couple hands full, depending on how many jars or vials. And then as well, of course, the bones and the fat, which can be rendered down to make candles or other such ingredients. Those are worth silver pieces, depending on how much you're able to harvest or how willing you are to harvest that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of it,
solve it.
you're probably aware from your sailing and fishing career, like a lot of it depends on local market and season, and you know, you'd have to know where you're buying and selling to know where to go for which people.
How many
So
days ration to eat?
If you
That
were
is
to
all.
salt all of the meat and you were to preserve it appropriately, you could probably feed the entire party for a month.
Wow.
How many days of rations
Yeah.
is that?
30 days.
That's going to be
6 times 30
no,
or
it's going to
whatever?
be 120 days. Oh yes, there's
Oh.
6 of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
fine.
That's a lot. It is like it's a big fish, and if you think about exactly how much meat you get off of a regular fish, it's like the length of your arm. There's that same amount of meat, but in something that is 10 feet long.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's really good, and it also will take you a while to harvest and process this whole thing too.
Okay. I'm aware. I'm willing to take the time.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just giving you a time, like a timeline, just for reference, so you know.
I mean, I think we
You
can
know you're
cook
willing,
some
but
of
you're
it.
also aware of what you've signed up for.
And we can also dry it as well.
Like a real sailor.
Aye.
Ah, well, congratulations, you've landed a rainbow ridgeback trout.
Big one.
Is
It
too
only
hard
almost
meat
costs like 3 people.
fish.
So, is there any complaining from the captain on the cargo that got damaged?
I thought
If
was
it did.
trailing.
Yeah, he's not very happy, but he's more like in shock of the entire experience.
Oh. I guess he
Was
doesn't
Anton
fish
able-
these waters.
Was Anton able to find any damaged?
Well, it's not so much that nobody fishes. Finish.
Was Anton able to find any broken cargo, put it back? Pretty much, you know, just stuff that got knocked around.
Yeah, one crate's worth of the furs had exploded and were irrecoverable in the water, as well as just being generally mashed and smashed.
Oh, damn
So
it!
we've lost one crate of cargo. Another crate was broken, but its goods were intact.
That furs are going to be a lot of money too. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, what other questions were there?
Oh, from me?
We're talking about the fishing of this water.
What about it?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. So there you go. You have fish to fish. Devon's harvest the fish. Oh,
Nice.
okay. Just slice up some fillets and the friends. Good.
Cool is.
It is nearing nighttime. The sun is setting. So
What
you will be
creature
sailing on
size
through the night.
was the fish specifically? Small, medium, large, gargantuan, huge?
Large.
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question anymore. Any more questions referencing the size of the fish will not be answered.
Okay.
If you want an answer to
knows.
that, you can ask one of your fellow players who were paying attention.
No, I was just looking up and it says grappling you can grapple a creature who's one size larger than you.
Yes, you can. You're
You
right.
did succeed.
You can. You're absolutely right. You can. You successfully grappled it.
Okay.
I'll be honest, the fact that Vin was able to do that, though, it's like, holy shit. This guy's awesome.
Cook the fish. I cook a hearty meal.
Okay. Is there anybody need or desire to do anything sailing on the night?
Unless Nephis plans to talk to the captain, I want to apologize for the one crate, pretty much.
I would not apologize.
Okay, well, Anton does, then.
Isaac will too.
He rumbles and grumbles and moans about lost profits.
Well, there's nothing more I
Though
can
he
do
does
then.
not directly say it. He keeps on sort of passive aggressively stating how much it might cost, and hoping that the parties responsible would do the right thing to make up for what they did.
I cook him some fish.
Like
How-
working
So,
on his ship for a
fucking
week.
crate.
How much profit is he losing for that crate?
The first would
With
be
the
a
fucking crate
About
because we
10
fucking
gold
spent an
pieces in
entire
furs.
day to work on it, our fucking load shit. What is this, like fucking 1/3 of his fucking cargo? This one crate when I thought it was just the railing that got damaged.
No,
Actually,
okay.
10 golds is
Holy shit!
about what I
Why?
expected.
Never mind. Just fucking move on. Okay, sail through the night. And the next
I'll
morning,
repay him the 10
everybody-
gold.
I guess is you. Well, you don't have to. You don't want to, but the cost is.
Well, I mean, I
That's what he
cost
about.
the damage.
Are you going to be watching for the shore for your thing?
Yes. If I'm not sleeping, I will be watching.
Okay. You roll me a perception, please.
The fish was the Jabberwock the whole time.
$17.
Ah. In the morning light, you notice on the It would be the western shore for you at this point. You see a glinting of metal, and as you look closer, you notice that there is a large iron cage sitting just off the shore, and seems to be a creature inside it. It could have been very easily lost to sight as it was sitting in a cove, but you're able to spot it thanks to how large the cage was.
I must go. My raving old friend needs me.
Oh, hell.
Who do you say
Are
this
we going to?
I don't know. That was mostly just a joke. Who else
Kind of
is on the
announced-
deck?
Kind of announced out
If
loud.
anyone.
I'm near the bow of the ship, if it is a ship.
Carlos should
Front.
be hanging. What time is it when he sees the fucking cage?
Was morning, right? Or sunrise?
It is early morning.
I'd be on the deck if I was done with the fish.
It's a new day, isn't it?
Were you working through the night to process the fish?
Alright, well, I'm just gonna call out. That must be the pet he talked about. And then I go and look for if there's a rowboat or something, I can use it so I don't have to swim.
Yeah,
Surely
there's a
we can-
rowboat.
Surely we can drop anchor or something, right? It's a thing,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
I already
Thing
fucked
is
with the man's
capable of
cargo, so I'm
anchoring
like,
yes.
Well, wouldn't you rather drop anchor than lose a rowboat?
I know. I ask him. He can drop anchor, so I can go and check that out.
He's not very happy to do it, but he does comply as you're a lot larger and scarier than he is, and he's not really
Amazing.
he's not really one to argue with the group
Why is
of
Isaac
the group of
intimidating
people
this
that are
guy?
there.
Why am I intimidating this man?
He is just generally okay. How
You're just
big
naturally.
Didn't
Yeah.
Isaac
For
also
5.
pay for the damages?
Yeah, I paid for the damage, just all 10 gold of it. I'm now kind of poor.
It has
yeah.
poorer.
very little to do with. It has very little to do with anything you're doing, and it has more to do with the old man himself. He's not
Plus,
like
Isaac is kinda
cowering
ripped.
in fear. He's just. Yeah, you're a very big, strong man, and he witnessed you do a lot of big, strong things, and he just doesn't really feel like saying no because he's a bit of a fucking knob. This old man. Noticing the fact that he didn't actually like go out and outwardly accuse anyone of breaking his shit. He just sat there and mumbled. Like he's not he's not a confrontational person, especially to a 6'5" person, and he's just like 80 million years old.
He ain't gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't understand why he's like so upset though. That's fine.
His time is money.
Time is money. Yes.
Mhm.
Alright. So, is anyone not gonna go with Isaac to help him on this silly little quest?
Anton's asleep at the moment.
Let's see.
I think this is stupid, so I will not.
What does the creature look like? I ask Isaac.
Can I see that from here?
I can try and roll another perception check to examine it more closely, but it is at quite a distance. And it's partially obscured.
Ah! So close.
Carlos will also
11.
try to take a better look at it because he's curious.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I can't quite make it out
Isaac
from here.
can definitely identify the fact that it's big and it has wings.
I I see a giant cage and wings. That's
Carlos,
that's about,
sorry, yeah.
about it.
Carlos agrees. It's big and it has wings.
Dragon. No. Alright, Khutula, if you're
sure,
not
come
So
along.
close to a 23. I'm sad.
Carlos would ask Khutula to let Anton know it's happening if she's not going to come along. At the
Yeah,
very
sure.
least.
Can't imagine there's going to be much going on.
Oh, is Khutula
We just-
staying
we-
behind? I'll stay behind
Sure.
as well then.
It seems like a foolish waste of time to Khutula. She just wants to get going, pretty much.
We like move the boat
But
closer.
it'll
so
go
Khutula could
faster
act
if you
as, like,
help.
like a ship-bound artillery magic missile off the boat.
Perhaps
Uh.
Ben and Khutula want to learn how to fillet a fish.
If it means I can eat it.
Is Nephis staying behind as well?
Yes, to finish filleting the fish and processing stuff.
Alright.
She is more interested in the intricacies of dismantling a fish and processing it than whatever fool's errand is going on.
There's 2 eyes, Khutula, one for me and one for you.
I see.
Ha. Ha.
They're sweet
Ah.
like sugar.
I watch Nephis squeamishly.
So, Anton would be interested in going if they gave him like 10 minutes to get his shit together. Armor, all that.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna get my chainmail, get my shield, all that, and get ready to go then. I'll go ahead and see what's going on.
Awesome. If I can center this a bit better. Oh, better than it was before. Okay. Alright, just give me 2 seconds. I gotta go to the bathroom real pee.
I guess I'll go too then if you're. I'll be right back.
I wonder if where Nephis is deboning and filleting the fish, if it's in view of the coast.
What's the anatomy of this ship?
I pictured it as like kind of like a barge because it's like a river cargo boat,
Alright, I'm back.
but I guess it's a sailing ship since we're sailing.
A sail barge.
Hi. I'm sorry, just in the back of my head, like, the fucking fur's dumped into the goddamn river, and I can just hear in your voice, why do you spill your beans? What the fuck?
Spill your fur.
Why did you, Captain?
That was because Carlos
Okay.
bailed that one. He was too busy looking.
What the hell?
Searching for gold in all the wrong places.
Sometimes it be like that.
Searching for gold in all fishy places. Can Nephis and friends see the shore from where he is deboning and filleting and dressing the fish?
Yes.
Hell yeah. There go our friends.
Aye.
And I missed
That's
it. Did
cool.
we take a dinghy to shore, or are we anchored?
As far as I was aware, the only people who were interested was Anton, Isaac,
Well,
Maybe
What?
Carlos?
let me rephrase.
and then I
that
had to go
the-
pee.
I know that the ship is stationary. Are we like anchored in the middle of the river, or are we near the bank where they've disembarked?
Anchored near the middle of the river.
Understood.
Captain doesn't want his boat getting grounded or otherwise messed with more than it already has.
So
I
is Carlos
understand.
coming with us or no?
Vin isn't trying
Yeah,
to
I'll-
instruct him how to
So
do his
Okay.
business.
Okay, so we got Carlos, Vinshenzo. No, sorry, Carlos and Isaac and Anton. All right. So as the three of you start paddling closer to the shore, you are easily able to recognize that there is a wyvern in a cage. In a big iron cage. There is a fire, and 4 individuals are grouped around the fire. Just gonna use this.
I don't like the look of this.
I call them. No, they're not actually robed. I'm just using this because it's
No, I didn't hear anything about robed. It's
I have
just
on hand.
4 individuals. That's all I pretty much got. Yeah, yeah.
Give them different colors too. This yellow,
sure.
orange, green. How do you want to roll right into shore? Why aren't you green? You want to row right into shore, or how do you want to approach the situation for reference? Because we got things. You are coming from this way. North is red. Okay. This way.
I'd rather land out of their sight. I don't want to get caught in the boat if something happens.
Okay.
This is just
So
what I'm
you're able
suggesting to
row your
Isaac
boat
anyway.
into the shore.
Oh shit, I was muted. Yeah, well, how I drew is kind of what I was thinking. Going behind that cliff so they don't see us actually come to shore. Although it's entirely possible if they're looking that they saw us leave the boat.
No, from what you could tell as you're rowing, these guys are entirely transfixed on their fire. There you go. They're all huddled around a little campfire.
You go, Isaac. Put yourself somewhere.
There's a boat. It's right there.
Before we go on with this, would Anton have any sort of knowledge about wyverns at all? I don't imagine he probably would. I don't know if the Dordians had them or not.
It's a nature check.
No.
Oh, we lost Kardoc. Damn it.
Oh, bye, Kardoc.
So it's
Probably
just gonna be
his-
straight zero. Okay.
You ran out of data.
Internet.
$13.
You are aware that wyverns are the less intelligent cousins of dragons, and they're more akin to beasts.
Damn. Good to know, though.
But can they be domesticated and kept as pets successfully?
Maybe.
That is a question you may or may not know yourself, depending on how much you want to
I guess
Right.
rather
rolling for it.
on the topic of that question, would I have ever heard of something like wyvern riders at all?
That's going to be a history check.
History. Okay. +3. Okay. $10.
Hear me?
Hello,
Yep.
welcome back.
No.
Welcome back.
Yes, hello, Kardoc.
I just lost connection.
Imagine 10 probably doesn't tell me too much, unfortunately.
Anton, you've never heard of people. You've never heard of any like formations of wyvern riders or any military unit or even really any legend people who would ride wyverns.
So it only makes me even more curious to how this would be this guy's pet.
He's magical, remember? He can poof and woof.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did
He's a
kind of...
mystical madman hermit thing.
Yeah.
I don't think the common laws or rules apply here.
Here's your wyvern back. Okay, it's in the town square where we met you. Goodbye.
And probably
He
the
said he'd find us if we find it.
Alright.
and the only individual who'd probably be able to discern any of this shit is probably Khutula.
Yeah, but she wasn't interested.
Yeah, I'm looking at a
Which makes sense.
fish.
She's just hungry.
Here, try this section.
When she's hungry, she gets angry, I'm pretty sure.
A raw piece of meat.
Fresh.
Tasty.
I cautiously try a piece of the meat. You may be onto something.
Okay,
Mr.
so three of
Nephis.
you have made it ashore. You're aware that there are four individuals who are dressed in travelers' cloaks, and they're over gathered by a little fire there. Make a little fire.
Anton looks to Isaac and Carlos. So how do we want to proceed with this?
Can we see if they have weapons from here, or is it just generally what they're wearing?
From there you can't see them at all. They're obscured from view.
Okay, in that case,
These are hills and, or not hills, but like dunes and stuff.
we should try and get around and see if we can scope out the situation first.
Good idea. They're willing to capture a wyvern. Probably not. Very friendly.
Agreed.
Wow.
We sneak.
All right.
But where do we sneak to? Are we gonna go up on
You
over
see some
Oh.
here, or are we gonna?
I mean,
I'm gonna be terrible at sneaking.
I
I'm
want to
in
say that they
chainmail.
probably saw the boat anchor and saw you row from the boat.
They look
mean,
like they're
he said it looked
fixated
like
on
they
the campfire,
were-
yeah.
They were too busy with their
Oh,
campfire.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
How high is this cliff or like rock wall? Or do we need to get closer to see that?
Which cliff or rock wall are you looking at? one here?
This section, like here.
It's pretty steep. From what you can see, and remember, you're not able to see all the way down.
Over, yeah.
Because this here is like a rise, and then that's a rise. But you think that could be easily like 40 feet, maybe more.
Okay, so we'd have to go all the way around and approach from the south side. In that case, we wouldn't be able to, because we don't have ranged. But it would give us a good vantage point.
Got some daggers.
You could jump on them.
Hell.
Like in Mario.
Yes, I jump on the green one. No, I elbow drop the green one from 40 feet.
Fucking
Flying elbow.
badass.
That would be sick.
Watch as I miss and knock myself out.
The flying half Nelson.
Accidentally land in the campfire. If we're moving,
Okay.
oh,
Well, it's I was just gonna say, spotlight's on you. You guys are piloting this one.
okay. I'd imagine the other two probably hear frickin' Anton's chainmail, so it's a little noisy.
We're gonna attempt to sneak up over here.
Okay, I'd like to see some stealth rolls, if you please.
Never.
Anton has to roll with disadvantage.
Yes, he.
23.
Oh no.
What is stealth anyway? Is that? It's gonna be dexterity, isn't it?
Yes.
I get a +2. Okay, so that's a 10. Okay, I get a 10.
Yeah, 10. Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yeah. I mean, it would be like
Get out of here. We're now the
fucking
worst rogue
swashbuckler
in the world.
the goddamn road.
probably Anton.
I get a
probably
shit
tripped me
for
or
the
something.
wall.
It's payback.
Like fucking like Anton accidentally like steps on Carlos's foot or something. Yeah, oh, god
He
damn
steps
it.
on my cloak and makes me fall.
I'm sorry, man.
Fucking chokes me out, and I just go tumbling into a fucking tree.
Sorry, dude.
Climbing up the sandy slope, and it just gives way on you.
Alright, so I got a 23. Anton got a 10, and fucking Carlos got a 1.
It would be a 7 with modifiers.
Yeah, but it's a 1, so if he's rolling with just everything can crit and critical fail, then it's just a
Yes.
fail.
It's because he didn't have a hat.
That's exactly it.
Stylish
Okay,
hat
well, you
was the
get up
source of his powers.
through the bushes, and you make it to the ledge where you're looking at, and the four are looking around, trying to see what's going on. Trying to identify where the noises were coming. There's some rustling in the bushes. They're spookumed. But you can see them quite clearly, and they are four Eladrin who are dressed in the clothing of travelers. They seem rather young. Not like juvenile, but just young.
Can we tell what race they are?
He said Eladrin.
Eladrin.
I'm not really.
Or Eladrin?
Yeah,
They
I'm
are-
not familiar with that.
They're kind of elf. So it matches up with what I was
Eladrin
told.
are elves that originated from the Feywild.
I think there can
Like
be a few different kinds.
different from elves in the sense that they're like straight up in the Feywild. Yeah, there's a different kind of Eladrin for each season. So there are winter, summer, spring, and fall Eladrin.
We're gonna
Can I
fight
roll?
4 seasons. Nice.
Can I roll to make a like an animal noise to make it sound like I was an animal?
Sure.
Hell
Roll
yeah.
What
deception.
What would that be?
Caw-caw.
Would that be deception?
Nature.
Nature?
That's what I'm gonna rule it
Kardoc,
as
you
you are
have to
attempting
make
to
the
replicate the
noise.
noise. Are you just trying to do any animal noise? Or are you trying to be a specific animal?
You
Should have
have to
asked that
make the
first.
noise, Kardoc.
I don't know. He's probably most familiar with birds, so it'd probably be a bird noise.
Make the
Cacao.
noise.
Okay, but like you're not sitting there saying, "Ah, yes, I'm going to do the cuckoo of the southeastern
No, just a fucking bird.
hopper." Okay, that's what I'm double checking. So just fucking performance then, because then it doesn't matter. I would like
Yeah,
to
give us a
mimic
little
the
insight on
cry
what noise you
of
would
the
make.
rare turkey vulture.
17 plus minus.
What would it
17
sound
your
plus
nature.
3? 20?
Make the noise.
Okay, do the noise.
Yay.
Okay.
It's role playing.
You've successfully made a convincing bird sound.
Well done.
Oh my god. Impressive.
Most impressive.
Unfortunately, the loudness and pure authenticity of the bird call causes all four of them to look your way. Roll for stealth one more time to see how well you're hiding.
Oh shit, where did I put my die? Oh, there it is.
6 plus 12?
13.
10.
Just do that thing you did where you line them all up. Because that was really useful. Just do this. Green. Oh, what
Or
was the other
just
one?
type it in
Yellow?
chat.
Whoops, that's not a 5, that's a 6. So that is a 14, not a 13.
So 12, 10, and a 14. Okay. A 10, and a 14. Well, you were immediately spotted by 3 of them, but as they point out, the 4th one can definitely see you as well. You're immediately spotted, and and one of the Eladrin goes, "Hello? Who's up there?"
Anton holds his.
A simple pigeon.
Anton just kind of holds his breath, like, "Oh shit."
Do they like how well do they see us? Like they see like perfectly, or they just see like something and they're not sure what it is?
One of them rolled a
Let
20.
me describe to you the process. Let me describe to you the process. Okay, so all 4 of them whip around. 3 of them look directly at you. One of them stares Carlos in the eyes and then points directly at Carlos. / like all 3 of you, but from Carlos's point of view, it feels like he's just being pointed directly at. And then one of them, specifically this one right here, says, "Hello? Who's there?"
All right, so thinking quickly, let's see.
He asks who's there and points at them.
Who's there? Who are you? Yes, we were sent to check on the status of your hunt, and we can see that it's gone very well.
What? Hunt?
What?
What are you talking about?
Bucket.
You, Wyvern? I mean, what do you think?
We're not
Atomic elbow
hunting.
drop.
We're trying to free this magical creature. It was slaved and trapped, and we're trying to rescue it. Says
Trying to rescue
one of
it.
the other ones.
If you're trying to rescue it, why is it in a cage?
Well, he kind of stammers. Well, we're gonna take it to where its natural habitat is. We're gonna set it free so it can be where it belongs, and no one will hunt it or hurt it again.
So Carlos will kind of like look at Isaac and Anton as in a manner that kind of seems like, are these guys like serious right now? And then he would look back at the elves down below and he's like, it has wings. It can fly back to wherever the hell it wants to go. Why do you need to transport it? It has those things on its back. Those are wings.
The one of the third Eladrin calls up to you and says, "What are you, some kind of expert? It's a friggin' wyvern. These things, it'll just hang around here. It'll cause damage. He'll kill people, and then they'll hunt him. We're gonna bring him up to where he's safe, where there's no people around. He doesn't know any better. It's just a beast. We're saving it. Why are you hiding in that bush anyways?"
I step forward.
Because you were trying to cage this beast against its will. Why would we trust you?
I'm not really trying to do anything. I mean, I've successfully caged the beast. You're trying to hide, but you're not doing a good job.
Carlos would start getting upset.
Anton,
I'm gonna interject. Stepping forward. Well, my friend said his pet got stolen from him by 4 people matching your description.
You mean that crazy guy? Ah!
Oh no.
That crazy guy. He was
We have
doing
confirmation.
unspeakable things to that beast.
Oh.
We rescued it. We took the poor creature away. It was I swear, I'm sure it was enslaved or something like that. We freed it from him. He was horrible. He was running around calling it meat. He wanted to eat it for dinner.
Anton is just very confused by this whole conversation right now.
Carlos will kind of just look at Isaac and just kind of shrug, like, I don't know what to say at this point.
Me either.
I'm gonna do a history check and see if the meat thing is something he usually does, or if that's something new.
Okay.
Oh my
History
God.
check, don't fail me. You always fail me.
Well, he called it his pet. I mean,
Oh, that's an 11, so not terrible, but
An
not
11.
great.
that's a solid roll.
The problem with the story is not only have you heard him refer to things by the name of meat, but you have also heard him excitedly scream the term meat when he was talking about dinner or hunting, but you have also just seen him shake his head violently and scream meat high pitched top of his voice. So it's about as possible as it is impossible. It could either be the name of his pet, he could have been screaming about lunch, or he could just have been having a fit.
Didn't he also call fucking Anton a cut?
Called Anton meat, sniffed him, and then didn't bite him.
No,
so...
he smelt
He didn't
me
call him
and said
fuckable meat.
Cut
he
a
called me
fuckable
steel
boy.
and death is what he called me.
He said that Anton smells like steel and death, and then when Anton vocalized that he was concerned this guy would stab him, he said, "I wouldn't stab you, you smell pretty."
No, he's like, you look too pretty, metal man.
Cut a fuckable
Yeah, that's what it was. You're too pretty.
Thank you, I guess.
Oh,
Oh no, it's sinking.
I'm
What?
leaning in favor of Godric, but I don't know.
I am just as confused as Carlos as to just what the fuck.
Like, that does sound like him, but that doesn't mean he would eat them or eat it.
I mean, you already promised that you'd save his
I
pet,
already
right?
promised I'd save it. I'm gonna tie a rope,
Okay.
my rope, to one
so-
of the trees and just climb down.
All right.
Isn't there like
I'm not gonna make you
path
do
down,
anything
like,
for that
right
because
here?
I'm sure you're gonna take.
I think there's a path here and
Yeah.
there.
There's
Yeah.
paths. There's
No.
a way down right here, and there's a way down right there.
I will go down this way then.
In that case, Anton's probably gonna walk like
Okay.
over here, probably.
Hooray! They all sort of wait for you to come down, not really seeming overly confident in. They don't draw weapons or anything, but you can definitely tell that they are armed. The green eladrin here is carrying a quarterstaff. One hand. This white eladrin here has a short sword. Yellow eladrin has a longbow. And the green eladrin, sorry, not the green eladrin, the orange eladrin is. But they are wearing like travelers' clothes and cloaks, so you know they could be concealing something or not. You don't know.
Anton's probably a
that?
bit more interested in the one with the quarter staff, if anything, because it's like, I wonder if this one probably casts magic.
It's true. You never know. As you approach them and get close enough that you're not screaming at each other from up and down a cliff, The one who hasn't spoken up yet, who is, I think this guy right here, asks you what your interest is in this creature, anyways.
I made a promise to return it to its owner, an old friend of mine.
In response to that, the cocksure one, the one who was carrying the short sword, this guy here, states, "Beasts can't be owned. This is not a possession to be bartered like an object. It's a free creature. It has spirit. It must be allowed to travel the world and roam and live free like any other being should."
Man, we're the.
So
How would you
why
like it
are
if
you
somebody
caging
slapped
it, then?
irons on your wrist and treated you as a possession? I said before, we're just taking it back to its homeland.
Yeah, but you just said it should be free and not be taken somewhere where it might not want to go.
Well, it'll want to go there once we take it there. It'll recognize its home.
Ah, so you're gonna kidnap it and then it'll be like, no, it's fine.
You don't know any better. You're just a human. Why don't you go back to your cities of stone and wood and eat your pork and fight yourselves?
I take massive offense to this.
I'm a little
As an
offended as well.
outlander.
He turns away. Yeah, but he doesn't know any better. It's some stupid fucking elf.
Carlos places his hand on his weapon.
I'm not gonna place my hand on my weapon, but I'm definitely not happy about that particular statement. It's like,
Bitch, I was born in the wild. I spent most of my life in the wild.
Oh. Uh-oh.
In response to the drawing of the sword, this Eladrin fumbles with his short sword, like he makes a mess out of drawing it out. It flops all over the place and fucking slides out of its scabbard wrong, and he holds it out, very obviously not really knowing how to hold the damn thing, but he draws it nonetheless. Not to be cowed by a human.
So Anton drew the sword?
I didn't.
No.
I don't know,
Who
someone
did-
said they
who
drew a
was-
sword.
Carlos was saying he was putting his hand on his sword. He didn't draw it.
Well, either way, the second a hand goes to a weapon, he's drawn his sword, and he does not
Alright.
look good.
I'm gonna put a hand in front of Carlos. Trying to stop a conflict, even though I'm
Isaac
still
would
kind of
stop
salty.
Carlos. It would stop Carlos from drawing his sword as he was halfway out of its sheath, and he would pause there and look at the other elf, then look at Isaac.
Look, you can just walk away. This doesn't have to turn into a fight.
I'm gonna get you to persuade these four.
Oh no. It would be really useful to have the fucking commanding presence maneuver right now, but I don't.
Can I whisper things into Isaac's ear to help him?
Yes.
Because I am very proficient in persuasion and all that kind of good stuff.
The
Does that
guy
give me a bonus, or am I rolling with
immediately put his
advantage?
hand on his sword.
You're rolling with a bonus. You're not gonna be rolling with advantage.
Alright. Nat 20.
Oh, thank God.
Fucking go.
Wow, Jesus fucking Christ. Well done.
Carlos will take all of the credit.
Well, I mean, I have a charisma of 12, so it's probably all you.
I mean, that, and again, you're at least two of you are big and beefy and fucking look like killers, and then there's Carlos, who's all didn't fuck up drawing his sword, and then these four are not exactly what you would consider to be seasoned veterans. So the three other ones sort of start not hissing literally, but sort of like trying to guide their friend into being calm, and they say, okay, we don't want any trouble. We're just trying to do the right thing here. If you want to fight over this monster, then you can have him. All right? God, not worth this. Let's go. And they just start leaving.
I lean over
walking
towards Carlos and
this
just
way.
go, "Damn, you really know your stuff."
Carlos kind of just shrug. Did they give us a key? Or is it just going to be caged here?
No. No key. Not one that they have,
How
anyways.
careless
That
of
they
these
sorry, not
nature
one that they gave you.
activists.
They're fucking off.
Look, I'm sure it'll be fine. Godric has a way with things. And he did say he would find us.
Okay.
Goodbye.
And assuming
Goodbye,
it is
Adrian.
locked by a key lock and not like a fucking bar or something.
It's just locked by a bar.
Before we go picking this thing, is Anton now seeing the creature kind of up close? Is it angry to see us? Is it wounded? Is he able to see anything about the
asleep.
behavior? Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
It's curled up and it's
So,
asleep.
we
Once again, there is no padlock. It is just like a bar lock, so it was not meant to. Doesn't seem like it was designed to be a prison cell or anything. It's literally just a cage for a beast.
so do we let it out?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't feel like letting that out.
I feel like it might be better to wait.
How long?
I mean, how long did you say we'd been traveling now? A day? So Poofy McPooferson would have
Maybe
gotten out of the
uh,
stockade.
Or is this the
Well, you traveled a day. It's now like the next morning. It's maybe mid-morning by now.
you should be out of the stockades by now, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to leave, I can remain here myself and wait for him.
Well, there's only one boat, so
Yeah, but I can travel along the road up the river. Or just
And-
travel along the river.
oh my.
As you debate amongst yourselves, Isaac, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
And there he is. I assume, turning around.
Turn around, and there Gotrek is right behind you. I don't have a special model for it, so he's there. Here, have. Doesn't matter. We're not fighting anymore. But here, just make him an orc.
Anton is a bit
But
surprised
yeah,
by this,
he's-
like, oh
he's
hell.
silently appearing behind you. And he says to you, "Ah, you found meat! Oh Lord, what a good day! Oh, did you kill him? Did you slit their throats? I do like elf blood. It's got a tang to it. It's like tree sap mixed with blood. Yes.
they
No, I solved it peacefully.
they weren't interested in fighting, so they
Isaac.
left their tails.
Anton just stays silent and just listens to the conversation for right now.
Isaac, you're quite the linguist. You're a master with words, just like those silly elves. You know what they told me? They told me that they could make him happy. And I thought they were gonna do like a
I don't know, a magic trick? Maybe they were gonna turn themselves into meat. They smelled good. Not much flesh on their bones, but I bet they could take themselves and turn themselves into some sort of popcorn chicken. They're tasty. I wonder what a roasted elf would smell like on the spit. Have you ever eaten elf, Isaac? I bet it's tasty.
No.
It's like
Rather
it's
not.
like health food. Not much fat, just flesh, nice and lean, dripping off the bone.
Anton,
Enough of that, though. You've reunited me with my beast. Oh, meat. Look at him. He's just having a nap. He's so peaceful.
Anton, in the back of his mind, just hearing how he's going on about elves, is like, I'm feeling a little protective of Vin right now. Like, if I don't want him to get a hold of Vin if he happens to find him. It's like, this is a bit of a concern.
You do hear a rumble behind you, and the wyvern does wake up at the sound of its master, and it. Did you open the cage, or did you just regard the cage? I can't remember if you opened. Okay.
He did not open it.
Well, Gotrik's gonna move past you, and he's gonna open the cage to allow his friend to escape. Go. It's free. It's free. The great creature with the name of Meat. And he's going to give you, Isaac. He's going to give you a trinket. And he says, Isaac, you did me a solid today. You really helped me out. And for that, I'm gonna give you a favor. And he gives you what looks to be the tooth of a troll, but the tooth is engraved with a number of different runes. And he says, Isaac, if you ever need my help, this tooth will bring me to you. I'll hear your calls if you speak into this tooth. Just cup it in your hands and call my name. I'll hear you. And I'll come for you, Isaac. I'll come for you. I owe you one. Meat and I will come for you whenever you want. You just say the word. You just hold this tooth in your hands, you call my name, and I'll come. And he climbs up.
I'll hold you to it.
The back of Meat, and they fly off. And he calls back behind him as he flies up into the sky. He goes, Isaac! Isaac!
I just wave.
As he flies off into the distance.
What the fuck?
Look, this is why you do side quests. Now I can call in a madman on a wyvern. As fire support.
That's a good thing.
To
say that's the strangest individual I've ever met.
That's nice, I guess.
He's not the strangest individual I've met. Surprisingly.
I'm ready to get back on the ship now.
Yeah, same.
Hooray! The boat.
Let's get back on the boat. Crazy man on a wyvern.
The side quest.
A boat.
Here we go. Woo! Okay. So you get in into the barge.
We got a person fishing.
The old. Yeah. Whatever they've done in the meantime.
Playing music and fishing.
That's
apparently.
fucking adorable. What the fuck? Oh my god.
There you go. So as you board up the ship, or board onto the river barge, the old man asks if he can finally get going again.
Yeah. Thanks for allowing me to stop and help an old friend.
God, look at that really nice fish.
Yeah,
And Khutula is trying to kill them all.
she's trying to
The one
eat them
in her
all.
flesh.
She may look incredibly peaceful, but she's actually a vicious killer on the inside.
Well, do you not recall her pulling her knife?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we're on the boat.
Okay. Yeah. So the sails unfurl, the anchor raises, and the old man starts steering the ship back down the river. It'll take you an extra part of the day. It was late morning by the time you got back, so you didn't waste a whole lot of time, but it'll just add a little bit extra onto the journey, which wasn't very far anyways. Shit.
Anton might watch the sky for a couple of hours, though, just kind of keeping half an eye, just because he was so screaming happy about elf blood. So it's like, I'm gonna look out for Vin just a little bit here for a couple. A wild man on a wyvern. I know. I'm on the boat now too.
Okay.
And there's a crazy man on a fucking wyvern flying around somewhere. Probably not for us, but still.
The rest of the journey down the river so the journey down the river to Cool takes you the rest of the day, and then up until the next afternoon.
Can I cast
right,
a spell before the
rations.
day
Are
ends?
we,
Yes.
I would like to cast Sending and send a message to my wife.
Okay.
I say, hello, love. Things are well. We caught a fish today. Things are peaceful. Home soon. Do I get a response?
Cool. Yes, the response says, waiting for you,
Hell yeah.
your dearest.
Hell yeah. My heart warms.
Okay.
This is the kind of adventure that
Vinshenzo is
before.
good again. So so you it takes you until the next afternoon, in which case upon which you see the city of Cool. Now, it's not much bigger than whatever the last one is, Panululu. And it is as the barge pulls in, it does seem to have a little bit more river traffic and just a little bit more hustle and bustle than the previous town. But you're able to pull in, and the old man requests you help him begin offloading cargo, etc. Whether or not you do that, he comes up to you, Nephis, and says, You've caused much trouble, your friends and you, but I'm still willing to honor the terms of our deal. If you can find somebody who's looking to ship wares to Vales, I will help transport you the rest of the way.
With that attitude, I'm just gonna walk away and just go and do what I was gonna do, which is exactly what he's saying, is just go look for another thing.
I'm gonna assist with any unloading that needs to be done.
Same, Anton's gonna help.
Okay.
I attempt to
Supply
find
run.
a tailor.
A tailor, okay.
Carlos is gonna follow Vin.
Alright.
Ah.
I did have the question of rations. How many days did we use?
Just like
On
how
the trip
we,
too?
how we first met, Mr.
Depends on how much
Santiago.
fish you were eating.
How much fish are we eating? How much are we saving? Or are we making it all into rations?
I ate all the days that we traveled. I ate fish.
Me too.
I wouldn't use up my ration. I didn't need to.
Okay, I guess.
There you go.
Guess we all ate fish
You
then.
consumed 1 day of rations then.
And one day of fish.
6 days of fish.
Well, 2 days of
2 days
fish.
of fish.
12 days
Yes.
of fish.
If we're counting
Yes.
rations,
2 days each of fish.
You put me at 9
1 day of
rations.
rations. Okay, so Vinshenzo wanted to find a tailor. Write this. Oh, shit, pen. Oh, there it is. Write this all down. Oh shit. So Vin and or Taylor. Nephis is going to look for clients or customers to ship their wares, merchants.
I would also be trying to look for somebody who would be interested in buying the bulk of fish meat.
and oils and potions.
In oils.
I'm going to
and
just say
potions.
Nephis is trading.
I'm a trader. Legendary.
You're a trader to your people. Get it, trader. Anton, what are you doing?
Helping with cargo along with Isaac.
Okay.
What did you say it was? An
Khutula,
ogre
what are you
tooth? The trinket?
A carved ogre
Troll
tooth.
tooth.
Or troll tooth, I think.
Troll tooth.
Troll tooth, yeah.
Yes.
Troll tooth.
Yeah, I'm just
Khutula
putting
is
that down
muted.
in my stuff. How would you spell his name? Because I never actually thought about it.
Gotrek.
Alright. Thank you.
Did Xane ever come back from getting water? Or is Xane gone to get cigarettes like my dad for the past 20 years?
Wait, does this mean that Khutula fell in the river and floated away?
I don't fucking know. Khutula is muted.
Okay, so what's going on
I'm
with everyone else?
hoping that Khutula's there.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
There.
Oh, there you are.
This has to be
Hello.
solved
Tula
right
is stealing
now.
the fish.
You been have you been around? How much do we have to repeat?
We've arrived in
Nothing.
Cool.
I was a little incapacitated for a bit.
Too much fish.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just chilling
hard
on the
work.
road. But we're here at Cole's.
Sushi.
What would you like to do at this point?
Yeah, you're at the city. What do you want to do?
Oh. Well, I would do what I do with most cities, and I try to get a feel for the layout and notable shops and regions, landmark ideas.
Okay, I have that written down. Okay. So we're just gonna start from the top that I have here. So Vinshenzo and Carlos going to visit a tailor. So you
Yes.
do find a tailor, a seamstress shop. That's in the merchant's alley, or not the merchant's alley. Sorry, like the artisans square. And you enter the shop to see a number of ladies in just plain clothes who are working looms and sewing together. An elderly lady who seems to be running the shop greets you with a smile on her face and claps her hands together as you walk in and says, "Oh, a customer! How can we help you? What a beautiful day!"
Ah, hello, madame. I'm sure you could tell, but I'm afraid my current apparel has become threadbare in a few places. It could also probably use a good pressing as well.
Yes, my goodness me, you look like you've been on the road for quite a while. I'm sure you've amassed a story or two from some adventures. What a handsome young man you are. My goodness me. We'll take care of you right away. Please, tell me, how long are you staying? What can we do for you?
Fix my clothes. I do not
That's why
know.
she asked, how long are you staying?
Oh, I thought she said, what can we do? I say...
She said both. She said, what can we do and how long are you staying?
I say, I do not know how long my comrades intend to stay in this magnificent city you have here to call home, but I will make them come around whatever time it takes.
So Carlos would
Well,
step in real fast and be like, I believe we're only staying for the day, but we're planning on going up to Vales and then coming back down south, so we should be back through again. Probably no more than a few days.
oh, no more than a few days. Well, if the gentleman would like,
She's talking directly to Carlos, referring to Vinshenzo at this point, as you've taken over the parlance.
if the gentleman would like, I have a nice fitting suit that we can tailor to him today that he can wear on his travels as you go to Vales. I'm sure it's a very important function. You seem to be well traveled. And what I can do is I'll have my seamstresses work on completely refreshing his tattered clothes. If anything is too frayed, we can even, with the time allotted, we could probably even replace it entirely in the same style. We're quite good, you see. Even though this is just a small river town, I pride myself on quality.
Yes, you have a much more robust operation here than the last town that we passed through. I am happy to see skilled craftswoman such as yourself.
Oh, you snake charmer, you're so polite. Well, why don't we get you sized up? It'll take us the rest of the day. I'll find you something. It'll be in the meantime, just while we're getting everything tailored to you and your physique. And then you can carry on your way with some new fine clothes while we fix up your old ones. How's that sound?
That sounds wonderful, madame. How much will this cost me?
Oh, let's get you into something that is clean and proper before we start going over the nitty-gritty details. Let's make sure you're well taken care of. Come with me. We'll get you all changed and sorted out, and then afterwards we'll settle on a price.
I would follow her.
After all, in order for me
and-
to give you a good value for a service, I must properly inspect the clothes that I'll be fixing.
Indeed, madame. How much for the clothes for today, however?
Oh, no. That no cost, free of charge. You're just going to be wearing these around. We can't have you prancing about town in your drawers. I'm sure that would not be something accustomed to a man of your stature.
Oh,
I'm sure
wow.
the ladies would swoon. But for these temporary clothes, no charge. We'll settle on a price for however much it takes to tailor the clothes that we'll make for you today. We'll just fit them to your body, as I said, and then we'll examine what you're wearing now and figure out how much it'll take to repair them fully. And that way we can work on a good price. No surprises here, my dear.
A fair deal, madame. I appreciate a business that operates on a satisfaction based transaction.
Well, like I said, we take pride in our work, and we take pride in having
happy clients who spread the word of our expertise. Word of mouth is the best way to market. That's what I say. So she'll take you to the back. She'll fit you with some. They're just effectively just plain clothes for you to wear around town. And then they'll take your measurements, give you a new set of fine clothes, and that'll be for you to wear up to Vales. And then in the meantime, they'll fix your.
So I have noble clothes going to Vales.
Yeah, but that won't be until the next day or the end of the day because they have to.
Yeah.
They basically have to size it to fit you.
I get you.
Yeah.
Carlos would.
Yeah.
Carlos
Much
wants
the
free clothes.
Carlos wants his hat.
He also needs a hat. So yeah, Carlos would also show her the condition that his clothes were in, which would probably be worse than Finn's, since Carlos was often in direct combat, especially in the Colosseum. And then he'd also describe the manner of hat that he had. Explain the circumstances if it's well, it was stolen pretty much.
As you start talking about hats, the lady doesn't interrupt you so much as just sort of like waits for a pause in between Carlos's inquisition about hats, and she says, "My dear, I'm afraid we're seamstresses who work clothing, but a good friend of mine, his name is Bertie. Bertie's just across the alley there, and he works on hats exclusively. And I'm sure that if you go and you can tailor something to what you're looking for. But for us here, we can do the same as your gentleman colleague. We can fix up the clothing you're wearing now. We can even make you a new set of apparel if you wish, and we'll give you something temporary to wear in the meantime."
Carlos would be satisfied.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Birdie
Okay, cool.
is the hat maker.
Did we not get new clothes at the monastery?
You
Common
did.
clothes.
We got travelers clothing
Common
last
Yeah,
night.
you're giving common clothes.
You want your
yeah.
fine
Both
clothes.
Carlos and Vin. Yeah, they're just wearing
Look.
tattered rags of nice fancy clothes.
Carlos needs to have both of them need to have nice clothes because of what they do. Like Vin's a performer, and Carlos needs people to be able to trust him, so he needs nice clothes. Not something a
Didn't-
tribal ruffian would understand.
Indeed.
Wow.
I have pants. They cover my cock. What else do you want?
If only I was there, I might have punched you.
Only Isaac was there to hear the insults that were slammed. Okay, Nephis. Just gonna bounce around here. So, you are looking to sell fish. You're looking to buy goods, and you are looking to sell fish byproducts.
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed. Oh,
So, there is a fishmonger's dock
Oh,
in where other fishermen are selling their fresh catches day, and there are of course customers and such. Beyond that, beyond that you would have to do some exploring, but by the dock specifically there is a fishmonger's area where they are selling those catches and other such things. There's some people who are also selling like various river plants and other things that they acquired from.
all right. Yeah, I would just be going around trying to see if anyone would be interested in like 100 rations worth of meat, all of the byproduct, and additionally after that I would just go and see if there was someone who lists like delivery cargoes and things like that.
Okay, so there's pretty much two ways that you could really go about this, and it does sort of matter. So you can either try and like muscle in on the local fishermen and try and basically just barge in there, not literally but metaphorically barge in there with your like haul of fish and set up a shop or set up a stall or something like that, or you can try and, I don't know, try another way. But really, if you're going to the fishmonger's alley, you're going to be competing with the local fishermen to sell effectively this similar stuff. If you want to go there, which is fine, like
I
you're
just want to go to a fishmonger and
selling.
see if you'd be interested in buying a 100 pound or 100 rations for like a discounted price, so you could sell.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not trying to sell directly.
Yeah.
You're just gonna give your product to somebody else. Okay. That's a very reasonable thing to do. Wow. Okay. And then you're going to look at trying to find bulk goods that need to be shipped. So then it'll take probably the afternoon for you, and Khutula is out exploring. Isaac and Anton, after you finished helping with cargo, is there anything you would like to do?
Probably help with repairs to the ship. Any damage, if assuming it hasn't been fixed already.
Wow.
How long do we plan to stay in port? Like, are we leaving the next day, or are we staying here a few days?
We're going to stay here as long as
None of
it
you
takes
spoke to each
find
other about
cargo.
that. Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'll probably help with repairs, make sure the horses are fed and everything. So.
How early in the day is it right now?
It's late afternoon, mid to late afternoon.
Wow.
Okay, so
I go see Peter,
we'll what?
the hat guy.
Yeah, you can go see the hat guy.
Hell
I was just about to come back to you as you're perfectly timing yourself.
Well, there was a long pause.
There was a long pause. I was paused. It's true.
Yes.
You go to the hat shop. The hat shop. There's a hat shop. There's a nice man in a hat shop. It is full of hats. There's some that are more extravagant, some that are less extravagant, some that are quite simple, some that are less hat and more armor, like heavy cloth, such like that. And as you enter the shop, the old man, not the old man, but the nice man, he's sitting on a stool, and he nods at you politely, recognizing your existence in his shop, but he says nothing.
All right, so I look around the shop and I try to find a hat that is similar to the one that. Shut up. So yeah, I look and try to find a hat that's similar to the one that I had before.
A cavalier hat.
Okay, what kind of hat did you have?
A purple
I can't
cavalier.
imagine in my mind's eye. Oh, right.
Blue, but yeah,
On your fucking character, yeah. Okay.
navy blue, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or a navy blue cavalier.
So most of his hats are not dyed. Most of them are just leather or cloth. But you do see wide-brimmed hat that is close in design to your hat, but it doesn't have the raised edge. I don't know, hats are fashion, but it doesn't have that raised side to it.
I take the hat and I bring it to the man. I ask him if he could make alterations to it to make it a little bit closer to what I had or what's possible for him to do.
He scratches his chin a moment. Do you describe to him like basically exactly what your hat should look?
Yeah, I described to him what my hat did look like before it was stolen from me.
You could pin a wide
He
brim
scratches
hat,
his chin and
it would naturally go to that shape if it was leather.
yeah, it would, but he's got dyed. The leather wouldn't be the right color though. If
The
hat.
yeah, the color. While he would prefer to have one that was dyed that color, it's not a deal breaker. He could always.
He tells
find a
you,
better outfit.
I can pin the hat and I can leave it like that, but if you'd like, I can dye a new piece of leather and make you something to what you're describing. You'd have a few feathers in the back. It'll take a day or two.
How much would that cost?
Oh, well, if I make alterations to the hat that you're holding now, it cost you 2 gold pieces, plus, I'd say, a few silver for the rivets. That's not for the alterations, that's for buying the hat. If you want, I can make you this hat custom, but it'll cost you about 5 gold pieces.
How long would it take you
Holy
to make these hats?
moly.
Well, for 5 gold, I can go through the rest of the day today and probably be finished by the end of day tomorrow.
Well, I'm not sure how long we'll be in the town, but we will be through again, probably in a few days. Willing to hold the hat.
How's this sound to you? Give me 2 gold pieces now for me to start the work. I'll work on the hat, and I'll take a little bit more time on it too. Instead of a rush order, I'll take my time. Do you know how long you might be spending away?
We don't know exactly. We might be away for a few days. It depends on how long it takes us to get what we need up in Vales. But we're coming back down south again for sure, because that's where we need to go to get to our next spot.
Okay, well, yeah. Give me 2 gold now, and we'll settle the rest when you come back, and I'll keep the hat in the back for you. But don't take too long. I will have to settle my expenses at that. But I'll hold it here for a few weeks once I'm finished.
That should be more than enough time. I don't know how long.
Excellent. I'll get working right away.
Is there any way I could convince you to loan me a hat in the interim? I find my head is quite naked without one.
He gives you a sidelong look. It doesn't really say anything. It just kind of gives you a long stare.
Wow.
Just buy a shittier hat.
Fuck you, Isaac.
Fuck you, Isaac, who's not even
Paying
here.
gold up front.
Right? I'm paying gold up front.
Actually, you haven't paid him shit yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Sir Carlos pulls out he pulls out 3 gold. He's like, look, I'll give you 3 gold if you let me loan a hat. You'll be getting the hat back,
Holy moly.
and then I'll be buying I'll be back for the hat that you're custom making.
He scratches his chin one, motions vaguely at the hat that you're holding in your hand.
Well, take that one. Yeah, take that one, I guess. I don't want it back though. I don't loan hats. That's fiddle faddle. I don't do that. But you take that one. Take that one. I'll keep this extra gold and we'll consider it You consider it yours.
Well, Carlos takes the hat and he puts it on, and he feels a little better about himself, but it doesn't match the majesty of his previous hat.
Not a signature look of superiority, eh?
Amazing. Okay. So for the where's it? Entering gear. Just need to get a basis for how much fine clothes actually cost.
Fine clothes is what, like,
15 gold.
for fine?
Yeah.
just 15?
Yeah. So the clothes to wear after you both have finished being sized up and all that kind of stuff. So the clothes to wear that you'll be wearing until your clothing is fixed is going to, after the sizing, is going to cost you 3 gold each.
Me?
Both of us.
Each.
I thought she said it would be free until I come back. She's asking for upfront now?
Okay, remember there's 3 different sets of clothes, so I'll refresh it for you. So she's given you clothing to wear, like just basically here's a t-shirt and pants so you're not wandering around naked for the rest of today, where they're going to fit the clothing that they're lending to you to your size, because they recognized you both as people of, worth, given the clothing that you wore. Even though it's tattered, they recognize the quality that you're wearing. So they're giving you clothing so that they can fix up a set of fine clothing that'll be tailored to you. And then you can wear those, and then when you come back, they'll have fixed your actual clothes. So basically they're going to fit nice clothing to your size.
Okay.
They've measured you, they're going to, they're going to tailor the suits to you, and then you can wear them.
What do I have
But they're
to
doing
pay?
that for the rest of the afternoon. 3 gold for the loner suits. And given the damaged state of both of your apparel, they're asking for 10 gold for the repairs. Carlos, it's due to the incredible damage that's sustained. They're essentially going to have to remake a lot of your clothing. And for Vinshenzo, due to the exotic qualities of the cloth that his clothes are, it's going to cost it. Even though it's not as damaged, it's just going to be more costly to fix due to the nature of the cloth.
Is the 3 gold rent on the clothes out of the 10, or is it a total 13 gold to get the clothes repaired?
It'll be a total of 13, but they're not asking for. The old lady is not asking for you to give her money for the clothes that she'll be repairing until you've returned and you're satisfied with the work they've done.
And I'm getting fine clothes tomorrow.
Yeah.
To rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it'll just be like
pay the
nice
3
outfits
gold.
that they happen to have. Okay. Cool. Okay. Going to Nephis. Nephis.
Hello.
You visit all of the shipmongers, and none of them are capable of affording your entire cargo.
It wouldn't be.
However, no.
No, I said 100 out of
100 days of rat. Yeah, that's still okay. Well, for these guys, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When I say entire, I mean the entire quantity that you're offering. However, a number of them are like offering to buy specific portions, so you can sell it off piecemeal if you'd like.
Yeah.
So, the number of different purchases, you are able to, just through the meat, you're able to earn yourself 75 gold pieces just for the meat.
Whoa.
I helped.
The
I caught it.
We all helped.
Except Anton, probably.
Anton, help.
And I was keeping the horses from killing everyone.
I mean, like, there was two parts to it. There's the part where Anton and Carlos helped get everyone back on the boat, and then
That's
there's
fair.
the part where Anton kept the horses from doing more damage to the boat.
That's fair.
I remember that.
So, like, everyone was involved in some way in capturing that thing, or keeping it still, or saving people.
in your purchasing adventures, you're also able to get a line on able to get a line on a what is the name of those, the herb people, not alchemist,
Herbalist?
shit, fuck,
Apothecary.
yeah, that, like, apothecary, thank you. You're able to get a line in an apothecary's shop who would be willing to, yes, a botanist is willing to buy your fish oil. Also, an apothecary's shop would likely be able to buy your fish oil, as they use it for ointments and unguents, and especially the oil from the fish that you've caught. Another fisherman also states that you can probably take the roe with you to Vales, and get a pretty penny from the nobles who like to eat those kinds of commodities.
Oh shit, we did get fucking some eggs.
Roe eggs, yeah. That was a female. That was an
And is
adult
gonna eat them
female.
all.
who's
Damn.
ripe and ready for.
We made a
eating.
pretty penny.
It almost killed us.
Take turns.
Upon your visit to the apothecary shop, the apothecarian is willing to buy each of the vials of fish oil for 10 specifically 10 silver each. Even if it is the equivalent of 1 gold, she's willing to pay you in silver each, which nets you a profit of 55 silver, because you ended up having half of a vial.
Okay.
The fat of the fish, the blubberous fat, while there is a good quantity of it, there is no market here. All of the uses that somebody would have for it is already made up with beeswax and other such things.
Copy that.
Unfortunately, that took the entirety of your day, and you were not able to really get a line on anybody who was trafficking bulk goods or looking to traffic bulk goods.
Bulk goods.
Might be tough.
Am I still in
I
the
mean,
tailor
worst comes
shop?
to worst, we can just charter him to take us up there.
I asked
No, he
the
straight up doesn't
tailor
want to go to Vales. What about the tailor?
if they have wares that they want to have sent to Vales.
Or have stuff
No,
picked up with it.
she does not ship things. She buys in bulk and she creates clothes here. She does not ship outfits.
Okay.
Once everybody is back on the boat, I was going to question how long we're planning to stay in the area if we're pretty much leaving tomorrow morning. I didn't know if everybody was back or not, though.
I don't think anyone knows a specific time. I think it would depend on whether or not we charter somebody on that dude's boat, and then when they would have all of their stuff loaded onto the boat, or when they needed to go up there, or whatever, we're not going to be able to charter. We have to go on the horses. So we don't know yet. Short answer.
Fair enough.
That was a pretty long answer.
Yes.
Anyhow, yeah, I would go back to the captain and speak with him if everyone is, or if there's a gap for me to speak. Okay, there is. Yeah, I'd go back to the captain and ask him how much it would actually cost us to travel to Vales from here. How much coin would it take?
Oh, to get to Vales from here, because he doesn't normally get up that far, and he doesn't. In order to make it worth his while, he's going to ask for 6-person trip.
6 gold.
6 what?
6 gold per person to get to Vales. Person.
So you're looking at 36 gold. That'd be like half the profit.
42.
I think.
Priest.
Oh
Unless he's
shit, you're
paying
right.
for himself.
Does
That's
this
right, we have
include
him.
meals?
He's eating his own shit. Fuck him. I'm not letting him have the fish.
Yeah, the
Ours.
How long would it take?
well's fine.
No, I'm saying, are we being fed since now we're like not workers, we're passengers?
We still have 68 rations of fish that I kept on us.
Oh,
The answer, Vinshenzo, is yes. That would also give you that service. You would not have to use your own food.
Hell yeah.
how long would it take to get the Vales on the horses?
3 days.
How long would it take by boat?
2, maybe a little bit less, depending on weather.
Oh.
Might be better to just take the wagon and the
yeah,
horses.
fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nice diversion and rest and stuff.
And another ship
We're
might
doing it
arrive
for free.
tomorrow morning with a better price.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Vales seems like a pretty big place. Seems like people would go there sometimes.
Didn't the seamstress say that the lunar clothes would be ready by like evening of this day, or was it
Tomorrow morning, I think.
Yeah, end of day.
end of day?
End of day.
Yeah. Hell,
So that means we have to stay a whole day tomorrow anyway.
no,
correct?
end of this day.
Yeah, say until end of this day.
This current day.
Oh,
Yeah, like it doesn't
When
take
they
that
when
long
they
to-
return to the boat, they return to the boat with nice clothing, but they are both dressed. Both Vinshenzo and Carlos are now dressed in the clothing of noblemen from like West March's noblemen.
but what if his hat?
He has the other hat.
and Carlos has his hat.
A hat.
not the perfect hat, but it's a hat.
Yeah, it's a hat.
A nice wide brim hat. What did you say it was? Secret Cavalier.
Yeah. Generally, yeah.
Seeker is something of a hat connoisseur.
I was once upon a time when I was a kid before my head grew and I couldn't wear any hats.
Just like a man with
Vinshenzo
size 14
lore.
feet, he struggles to find
Let's
a hat in
move
his size.
on.
Doesn't like that.
Yeah, it would be something like this, right? Oops.
Yeah, I mean that's Pretty much.
What?
Send it to me directly. You're not special like
A hat with a bent brim and like
No,
a really big
I am not special at
colorful
all.
feather in it is
yeah.
a cavalier hat. I would say especially if it's made out of like felt or a cloth or another material that isn't leather.
Okay, so are you gonna go by your cart or by the boat?
I would say by wagon if it's really
Once
a day's
everyone-
difference.
I wait for
Once
my
everyone meets up
clothes.
again. Once everyone meets up again, Carlos would vote for a wagon if the difference of days was that small.
Yeah, I'd probably go with wagon too.
How many hours till my clothes are ready?
What do you mean? It's the end of the day. You have your stuff.
Okay. I reconvene with my comrades so I can discuss.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
As Vinshenzo comes along, I would hand him a little pouch full of 12 gold and 9 silver pieces, and I would be giving those to everyone else as well.
Oh yeah. Carlos would be unless Vin like left him at the hat shop, Carlos would also be.
Oh,
Wait, so-
I would I had imagined that I would have gone into the hat shop with you.
What a gentleman.
So Anton got 12 gold, is that what I understood?
12 gold and 9 silver pieces.
Okay.
I took the overhead because I did all the footwork and carving.
Ah, thank you, Mr. Nephis. It seems a capable fisherman could make quite a living for himself.
Aye.
Indeed. It's most fortunate that we were able to wrestle that thing and to the deck and not let it escape.
I accept the coin.
I would pull out a piece of caviar or one of the fish eggs and just eat it.
Like an apple.
15
Yum.
gold and 9 silver pieces? I'm sorry. And 12 silver pieces?
12 gold pieces. I put it here on the.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, 9 silver pieces, 12 gold per person. And we have an unknown amount of fat and eggs.
Hell yeah. So we might be getting more. Carlos is happy.
There's probably a lot of eggs too.
Yeah, you'd have to.
One missing one is.
You'd have to acquire like barrels or some sort of container. The old man is really not willing to give you anything he has. So you'd have
What's
to
he gonna
find
do,
your own
fight us?
containers. No, he's just gonna
Just
throw
fucking-
all the fucking fish eggs and fat. He doesn't want to. He doesn't deal with you anymore.
Steal his
Why
barrels.
would he?
How
Why is he so?
strange.
Well, how
pissed
much
at
would
us?
he ask for containers for them? Assuming he has spare
He doesn't
ones.
have any. He doesn't.
No.
No, he doesn't have any
Could-
spare containers, and he's
Why is he
not
so pissed?
willing
Isaac
to go out
paid
of his-
for damages.
We paid for
He's
damage.
not-
We fucking loaded the cargo in fucking records time. I fucking helped him with the ship. He's like, "Oh, you are such a strong man. I wish you were my son." And we fucking caught a huge fucking fish.
Maybe he
What
just thinks. Go ahead.
What if in this beautiful riverside trade town we find someone who creates containers like barrels?
Yes.
And also,
There-
we're not
there
going
is someone, I'm just stating that it's-
deal with his ass. Yeah, I'll fucking go out and buy a barrel.
That's it. That's why he's not really willing to do anything. Hey, I got to do. I'm taking off. He's
You
not
just
gonna-
don't like us youngsters
What?
doing stupid shit.
We'll just put it in the back of the wagon. What's the deal? Why is he mentioning that he's pissed off at us? I'm gonna fucking throw him overboard and steal his
He's
boat.
not
What the
mentioning
fuck
that he's
is he?
pissed off. I'm stating to you that this individual is
Is
not
not happy with
supplying you
us.
with storage containers for your raw materials.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I'm
you said
not
he's
asking that.
done with us. Like he's pissed. Like
That's-
he's just done.
He
Like
doesn't want to deal with us anyway, so let's just take the wagon.
yeah, washing his hands. of
Well,
us.
he's
I tire of this
done with
old
you, but
man's
not in an
manners.
aggressive like fuck all these guys. like okay, our business has been concluded.
Like a
you know, I'm
business is
not-
concluded way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, you guys have chosen not to continue on. All right, I'm gonna do my thing. You know, I'm not gonna give
That
you
is very
expensive
different.
barrels for free to get your fish fat. It's not fuck you. I'm gonna throw your shit on the side. It's one okay, like this is your problem.
Have fun throwing
You
those
know, I'm-
horses in the river.
He's not
No, not my
he's not
horses.
throwing your shit overboard and like telling you to get out. It's one of those like, okay, we're going our
Yeah.
separate ways. Goodbye.
Rolls the
Goodbye,
wagon
sir.
off the fucking boat.
No, my wagon.
Fuck you.
I wish it could have been a pleasure, old man. Safe travels.
Ugh.
Taking my horses
Goodbye.
and getting the fuck off this boat.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
All right. So has everyone returned to the wagon and such? Is anyone still out about town?
Khutula's probably the last to return, but she does.
Standing. All right. So if it's decided that we're going to be using the road again, I guess we'll have to find some lodging tonight. Khutula, you're
Why
around.
is the boat on fire?
Anything? God damn it. Khutula, you're around town for a while, I assume, as usual. Did you see any place that we could bed down for the night?
What various inns and taverns did I stumble across for rest? Dearest God.
Sorry, hello. I was trying to look up something.
I was asking what lodgings I ran into during my exploration of the town.
Yes.
Oh, the boat's gone.
So there are two taverns in this town. There's a seaside, not seaside, but a riverside tavern for the visiting traders, and then there's a local tavern. The tavern at the river is not quite as nice as the tavern in town. The tavern in town, it's similar to the Rose Ranger. It's not exactly what you like, you know, the greatest place ever, but it's not a dingy shithole either.
I go to the tavern in town.
I didn't share this knowledge yet.
The
Oh,
Get
Sorry, what were you
fucked.
saying?
I
amazing,
don't know where to go.
amazing.
He stumbles around town
This
looking for an inn where you can play.
this tavern in town is actually run by a dwarf, and it's known as Iron Breaker. Simply, the name of the tavern is Iron Breaker.
All right, I shared to the group.
And the bartender. Sorry, the bartender. If you went in and asked about accommodations or anything, she would have told you about them. But if you just looked at it from outside, and that's
I was mostly exploring. I didn't like really go in, but I explained just like from what I saw that, you know, there's a riverside tavern, looks kind of like the sailors tavern or sailors accommodations from the previous town we were in. Not the best, but there's one called the Iron Breaker that looks like it might be better further in town. That's what I say.
I
Now
like the
this has
sound of
knowledge.
the Iron Breaker.
We should just camp outside of town so we don't have to pay anything. What's the point in staying in a tavern?
I don't know about you, but I always feel more rested. Sleep in a nice, comfortable bed.
It's safer.
Yeah, not to mention feel safer.
What's dangerous about the outdoors?
It's the
All
outdoors.
6 of us.
Orc marauders.
Wyverns.
Yeah, but I
Crazy
call it
people
my own.
teleporting in front of me.
Vampires.
Vampires. Didn't Khutula say?
If we must set off tonight, I'm not against it. I can help guide the way.
No, just set up camp outside.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
In the direction that we're traveling in.
We don't have to go far.
Yes.
There's still daylight out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the end of the day.
Still not crazy about that day. I'm still not crazy about that idea. We've already had a long day anyway. It's nice to get to sleep in a nice comfy bed, so we're gonna probably have to sleep in the...
I'll be on the northern side of town. I'll wait for you in the morning.
I smell like slippery fish. I want a fucking bath.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the inn.
Such harsh language.
Just tiny rage.
The 2 grapple the fish actually wash.
Yeah, but
I'm sure.
Vin and Khutula probably smell terrible.
it's
we're able to dip
funny
into
that
water.
that headmistress didn't like mention anything about the fish.
Well, I mean, we were on a boat in a river, but okay. I guess I didn't bathe.
It's okay, she probably didn't even notice.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
Carlos
we
is
bathed,
gonna,
it would have been 5 p.m.
Carlos is gonna go to the inn.
The non-Nephis folks go to the inn.
Aye.
Okay, well, the cost for a night's stay is 4 silver pieces, and there are 4 rooms available this night. Food is basically 1 silver piece for the food, and 6 copper for a pint of ale.
Take a room as well as some food, but I won't get any ale tonight.
Is there any wine?
There is wine, and it's not a local wine. It is imported, and it will cost you 1 gold for the bottle.
Holy mackerel.
And the bartender does not seem to be willing to pour you glasses. She seems to be more willing to just hand you a bottle.
It is a fine vintage. I
hammered
decline the wine. I offer to provide my services for the late night customers and patrons.
She offers you a free meal for your. But as you look around, the tavern is quite quiet, and there are not many people aside from your party here. And then there's 2 or 3 other patrons who seem to be staying the night.
Very well. I announced my name and begin playing.
You earn 4 silver in tips. 4 silver and 7 copper.
Oh. And food in my belly. Hell yeah.
Some food in your belly.
Is there anyone interested in trying some of Carlos's patented games of chance?
Depends on how,
Oh, no.
I don't want to say audacious, but rambunctious Carlos is going to try and be. These people seem to be more interested, sort of quietly disappearing into a bottle, and Vinshenzo's quiet music is dropping them into whatever darkness they're trying to seek out. They don't seem to be the most yeah.
You know, you might have
It's not
better luck.
Vinshenzo's music. It's just, you know, the alcoholics who are trying to fucking drink themselves into forgetfulness.
Oh, if if Carlos rather wants me to liven the place up, I'm more than capable. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say you might have better luck at the other taverns since it's gonna be a little more low down and people who are just in and out of the town.
Low down and ready to get down.
Down bad and ready to down.
I mean, sailors who just got off the river, they're gonna want to spend money somewhere.
I rolled a 14 performance.
How about you hit the Swashbuckler
Okay.
brothel, pretty boy?
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
What's
Carlos
oh,
is
shit?
gonna go take a look at the other tavern and see if it's any livelier.
The other tavern is way livelier.
Oh yeah.
There's fishermen, there's bargemen, there's merchants, and the crews of the different fishing boats and barges and transports and whatever else might be berthed. It is loud and raucous, and as you enter into the dockyard pub, a glass smashes on the wall beside you, and you narrowly
Oh
avoid
my.
getting hit by a shard.
Oh, it's
glass
standing.
as it explodes. You do get soaked with fucking
Oh, it's sick.
whatever ale was left in that glass.
My new clothes.
Smell like beer now. Carlos would not be happy. Fucking,
Oh.
he'd slam his fist into the wall and be like, "Hey, who the fuck threw that?"
Oh.
No one can hear you. However, one of the passing bar wenches tosses you a towel and gives you a wink.
Oh.
Oh, Carlos is getting lucky tonight.
Carlos is not staying at the Iron Breaker tonight.
Carlos is getting a disease.
Carlos is gonna use the towel and clean himself off. Then he's gonna try to find a group of individuals that are boisterous, but not so boisterous that they're slinging glasses everywhere, and try to get some money out of them.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that description accounts for at least 60% of the bar population. So
And it doesn't matter where he
your
goes.
odds are good.
So he finds someone.
There you go. So I'll let you. Oh yeah, you find several tables. Many people are attracted to your performance and your exploits, either good or bad.
Good luck, Carlos.
Do your magic.
Is anyone else at this tavern, or is Carlos alone?
I think Carlos is alone.
Carlos is alone and it's gonna get fucked if things go bad.
Yeah.
At a minute
Carlos
and 40
can't.
seconds, I'm gonna let him for his performance of the night, and then I'm gonna stop it there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
17. They said performance, not sleight of hand.
sleight of hand for whatever it is that you use to do your thing.
I feel like
Probably sleight of
performance is a
hand
bit.
would be the most. Yeah, because it's all about like hand is quicker than the eye. Oh, the ball's not there, or whatever else. Is this your card kind of deal? So
I feel like
So, yeah.
performance is good for drawing them
Okay,
in.
what-
Sleight of hand is good for like giving them the slip.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. So either 20 or 23, however you want to roll it.
Bitch.
Either way, you did a good score. Okay. So just give me a second. I need you to roll me one of these, one of these, and one of these.
But not this guy. Damn it.
What are those?
I'm a little laggy right now.
It's okay. Welcome to everything I experience. Wow, so you gain
Good morning,
fucking
everyone.
3 gold pieces, 5 silver, and 2 copper.
Hell yeah.
Wow. What a score.
There you go. And we will not we will not transition to the next day when we pick up tomorrow, but that will be the end of the session, so I can prepare for overland journey. Just as an announcement, I said this a little while ago, but I'm going to repeat it again. I will not be here Wednesday next week. I have things that I must be doing. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe Friday. I'm gonna be gone away from home. So whether we just cancel the session for next week entirely or we'll schedule it to another time, but I will not be here Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
We'll just play on Monday.
I mean, I'm free Monday.
I can play Monday. Also, maybe we should change the time and day permanently because of Corwin.
Yeah. Why don't we take this week to figure out if there's a day where we can get Corwin in on this, and if he's still interested in playing, and that way maybe we can find a better suiting day. That way we can have him back. And if not, then we'll just continue on Wednesdays. But yeah, I'll see what it is, see what happens.
I'm pretty
I don't know,
consistently
maybe
free
if
by
I-
7 on Mondays. Sorry.
On
Same.
Mondays, okay.
I think the only thing I gotta get turned in is just some computer science stuff, and that's really it for Mondays.
Nerd.
Hey, I have to learn. I don't want to have the dumb.
I will
Sorry.
abandon all my late in the day leads on Monday.
A case
I
of the
don't know
Mondays.
if my other group is gonna continue to do. We're supposed to be back onto Sundays because they started up again, but the backup day is Mondays. So I'll verify with them this week to see if we're doing Monday night, and if then my commitment is to them on Mondays, in which case we'll just delay for a week. But that's what it is. I told you guys that at the very start when we started this campaign that I had that blocked off for a backup
Yes.
day. But if they're not doing it on Monday, then we can do Monday. Otherwise, we'll just have to hold off a week, which just means I get an extra week to do prep. Anyways,
Copy that.
that's all I have for this week. I hope you had fun fishing and whatever the else that we did, and yeah, cool.
Oh,
Nephis eats another egg as a good night treat.
Anton closes his eye. I'm not witnessing this.
I'm far away by myself.
You don't get
That's
to
the
witness that
point.
because
Oh, yeah.
he's in the woods.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know where Anton went.
I went to sleep in the Ironbreaker.
The Ironbreaker.
Amazing.
So wait, where did everyone actually end up?
The Ironbreaker.
I got a room at the Ironbreaker.
Everybody except for Carlos and Nephis are breaker. Carlos is at the fisherman's bar, and Nephis is in the woods.
Yeah, I mean,
With
Carlos is
the
just there
wagon?
to, Carlos is only there to make money. He's definitely gonna be sleeping. Because fuck that.
Vin locks
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
door and
if Nephis
falls
went with
asleep.
the wagon, then I would have also done so.
Nephis have the wagon.
Okay, there you go. So then Isaac and Nephis are.
Camping in the woods
So
with
then
the wagon.
Isaac and Nephis are in the woods, which means
Oh.
Khutula and Anton and Vinshenzo are at the Ironbreaker, and Carlos is at the Fisherman's Bar. Like I said, we're not ending the night. We're just ending the session.
Oh.
Vin goes to his
Mostly because
room
I
and
want to
locks
see if
the
somebody
door and falls
catches
asleep.
Carlos Santiago bamboozling someone.
No. Uncatchable.
Well, we'll find that out. If anything, it'll just waste 2 minutes and then carry on with the rest of the session. Anyways, point is, that's all we got for tonight.
Excellent.
Alright.
Good
See
night.
you in 14
See ya.
days, maybe.
If I don't see you again, I just want to let you.
See you in maybe 4
No.
days.
Nephis has died.
All right, see y'all later.
Have a good night.